You understand?
All right, and we're back to Hot on Mic. Nice problem solving there.
Why, thank you. It's real hot, you know? We're getting real hot together.
Hey there, welcome back to TECHNOPOVERTY. I'm Henry.
Hey guys, I'm Jacob.
And we're playing Doom Eternal. We're somewhere, hopefully near the end of hell. It is no longer summer. Our summer of doom has turned into a September of gloom. We've been stuck in Doom for longer than I anticipated. We've been reading Paradise Lost with it, but we got through Paradise Lost. So last session we were looking at Jean-Paul Sartre's No Exits. Today we're going to be looking at Umberto Eco's Ur-Fascism, which is a pretty short essay. I actually threw a pinned comment in the chat. It's a link to a copy of the text. If you want to glance over it really quick, the biggest thing to take away from it is you're going to want to look at those like numbered bullet points. There's about 14 points he makes near the end of the essay in quick summary, and that's kind of the crucial part of the essay. Although the opening biography stuff is very, very impactful as well, I'd say. But you know what? We're gonna get to Doom Eternal before all of that, because that's what we're here for. We're here for the Vigi game, right? Right, Jacob?
Yeah, we're here to shoot demons and get out of hell, because we've been here all summer. Well, not here, but in other various hells. Some of our own creative.
You know what? When we had our friend Serge first explain to us the metaphysics of Doom, when he showed us the Doom Builder, he made a point that it's not all hell. And we played Augur Zenith, which has been going up on our YouTube channel recently, which was a very fun cyberpunk WOD that didn't look very hellish. It didn't have the fire and brimstone imagery that we were used to. And, it still was a great Doom experience. We keep hitting on the way this game has a false sense of nostalgia for an old Doom that maybe never was real. Kind of ties into ideas of nostalgia we've been talking about with Paradise Lost. All right.
Yeah.
So this is the final sin. Destroy the icon of sin. I don't know how long this level is, but let's get to it, shall we?
Whoa.
Cool.
I mean, right off the gate, that's real cool.
So, for those of you who remember our Doom 2 run, the Icon of Sin's the final boss of that game. Jacob put a rocket straight to his brain.
That was a great time. See, now the soundtrack's getting real fun.
How do I open this?
Ooh, Daniel's making another delicious, what? Gouda and Kobe Jack pepper cheese?
Ooh, yeah.
In between layers of the biscuit?
I got a really nice sharp cheddar and turkey wrap I made earlier today.
Oh, that sounds really good. I had delicious tacos today.
Secret found.
Oh, look at that.
I wanted the life. All right, let's get to this.
And yeah, I feel like, man, we did beat that stupid angel demon.
Yeah, it was a trek, but we did it. Eventually, I locked in and did it without the need for lives, so all that live farming was for naught.
Yeah.
It does speak to this game. I mean, again, I just had to lock in. It was a matter of just paying attention eventually.
Yeah. Because, you know, it was that corporate world. You really need to just like set aside your personal life and your business life. And
right.
You need to really focus in.
Gaming is a job.
Profits.
I should treat it as such.
Exactly. Like, you have definitely come a long way and are getting closer to becoming the manager of the entire
Ooh, I hate
Southwest region.
those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes Texas falls into just the South and Southwest, depending on where you are. So, you know, but we're in Austin, so I think in our corporate structure, Texas is just the Southwest.
Yeah.
Some places make Texas its own region, but you know.
For short, Third Coast. I've heard that as a way to describe Texas is just certainly one way, I guess.
Yeah.
Not Louisiana. Anyways, fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
Although I didn't realize, obviously, when I was younger, I lived on the west coast of Florida, so technically I did live on the Gulf. I just didn't really think about it at that time in those terms, but it's right there. Oh, God.
Oh, what am I doing? Chainsaw.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Now we're taking away those workers' rights. Oh no, Daniel's well. Do you have some dairy pills you can take? Because that's always a great thing to have on hand. But also, sometimes you need to suffer for your art.
What's up with the Hamels mammal?
Well, that delicious sounding sandwich may upset his stomach, or their stomach.
Oh no.
I'm gonna run it off later. That's good. This guy's following you. Cool. Nice. Great stuff happening right there. Great stuff.
Yeah, I really turned the tides with focus, and
yeah, that's fair. And that was the one thing that you kind of marked on too. Is like this game is definitely more solo than it is.
Right, you get into that flow zone where you're reacting to direct and immediate stimuli, and there's no real like long-term plotting sense that needs to be done. So it's managing the micro loop, and I guess that. Like, that's a fun loop, but, like, you're doing it all the time, and there's no real...
But that's the cure for male loneliness, Henry. Because
Like-
you're by yourself, so you gotta be sucked into the game.
Right, you have to, yeah.
You know? You
have
don't
to
have
be-
friends who are gonna talk to you while you play it.
We talked about this a bit, and, like, to get back to what No Exit was about, which is the play where the three people are stuck in hell, and they're torturing each other just by existing, just because, like, they don't understand, like...
They're putting on face for nobody.
Right, and like they're governed by their own want to be tortured, you know, as a way of having a definitional self. The way this game's so focused on like the meta language of video games with its continues and extra lives and like here's your armor, here's the secrets, and oh yeah, don't worry, it doesn't hurt your progression. Like I pointed this out last time, but it's less about there being a narrative where they're trying to get you to be the Doomslayer, and it's the narrative of being a good gamer, of like hitting all the little checklist items on the menu, of like this is what video games felt like when you were a kid, right? There's a nostalgia to it I don't have, as I've commented on before, but
yeah.
I'm just saying, I guess the game's so earnestly trying to be that above being like a narrative adventure, or like, it's not using the form to like have a bigger narrative idea, or like, I don't find the metatextual idea compelling because it's just like,
Yeah, it is very face value.
It's just a glorified version of being a Funko Pop collector, which is the exact reason it uses like the Funko Pop imagery in its collectability. Like,
yeah, it's very on the nose in that way, and it is not like. But it's also trying to be like, we're anti-establishment, cool.
Because remember
non-corporate.
how many of the Doom wads, and even we talked about this, I think Surge had a really good comment when we were playing Doom 2 about how like Doom, the original Doom engine, it's like, it doesn't have the technology to express everything at once, but like because it wants to express things, it has to push the technology. Whereas like Quake has a lot of tools but is saying nothing. This is the same thing. Like this is like, hey, look at the tools more than like what the tools are saying or what the tools are like coalescing into.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's not much said for like the bigger picture.
It's
of,
the
like,
Revenant.
The Revenant.
Because that movie.
This movie is such a movie.
I want
It's
to.
like, damn, yeah, they really did make this
even
movie.
trying to like The Revenant, it just feels like the movie was like, the writer was like, this is gonna have the most writing, but then it's super distracting because they're also like, it's also gonna have the most cinematography, so these shots are super long. Was that movie trying to be a continuous take, or did it just have really long takes? I can't remember.
I think
between
it had
the two.
really long takes from
But like it was very much like, look at this cinematography. It's like, okay, but like what, I'm trying to see the story, like I'm trying to see the character, look at this
Like, it's the
acting.
most.
Yeah. So you have all these things pulling in different directions, showing you like the most of a thing. And that's what this is. This is trying to just be like the most video game. Like, look, we have collectibles and secrets and replayability, and there's tokens and there's coins.
It's just missing like the little battle cards.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah.
There's lore.
We got it all. We got index cards. We got collectibles. We got Funko Pops. You love your Funko Pops.
But there is like a trading card nature to it. It is hitting on a sort of, I guess, 90s to 80s kid like collectible trading card game mentality in some ways that I find interesting. It's not my big dopamine rush, but.
What year did this come out? 2020?
Yeah. So like 40 years old.
Okay.
Is the kind of person I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Big with the boomer gamers.
Who might know some older folks who might really enjoy this game, but I'm curious as to what their takeaways would be.
Speaking of video games, Undertale is like 10 years old today, I believe. What a wonderful game that is. And a complete opposite of what Doom was when it came out. I opened with the opening waiting screen. It has the Doom review from Edge magazine, in which the reviewer was like, if only you could talk to these monsters. This is kind of boring when you're just fighting. And he's being a bit pedantic, I feel, in that review. But Undertale is that game if you want to talk to monsters. Undertale is also probably one of the best video games of all time. Go play it. I do feel Undertale shifted
Toby Fox.
the Overton window. Oh shit, a Cyber Demon. Nice. Okay. Let's do this, pal.
Do it, boy. Nice. Hell yeah.
Just ignoring him.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
Like, I'm not even doing this shit. I love the action camels, man. Just keep spamming. Oh dang, oh man, you got a game dev meetup Thursday at a local college. You're wrapping up your degree.
Cool.
And you're getting ready to get back in touch with some hobbies. Any fun hobbies in particular? Out of pure curiosity. Yes, I love seeing them explode.
Yeah.
It is very gratifying. Good explosions. We need more of that.
The angel lady we got stuck on very much reminded me of how the Spider Mastermind in Doom 2016 is like a platforming boss as well. I don't know why in these games they feel the need to do those kind of bosses. Like, I really like the cyber demons in this one. I don't mind fighting them in the irregular arena like that.
Yeah. Well, that one was just so completely different than everything else.
Right.
I was like, what is this? It stood out in such a way that I was like, this feels like I'm playing a different game in this moment. Oh, that's fair. The game dev is the hobby as well. But writing and reading too? Nice. Yeah, I've just been getting into reading as well. I've been getting into more short stories.
Did you finish the Fort Bragg Massacre? I mean, Cartel? Massacre.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Right.
But no, I'm pretty close.
Cool.
I'm at least like chapter 16 now. Oh man, I'm very excited whenever you jump into it so we can chat about it.
Right, because I haven't started it yet.
It's good.
I wasted that.
And also, it makes me like, it recontextualizes a lot of conversations I've had with my uncle, who's ex-Army Ranger.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was just kind of like thinking on things. I was like, oh wow, there's a lot of like, things happening on this world I wasn't really considering before I knew about this. And also, I forget, he wasn't in Fort Bragg, but he was somewhere else in Georgia. But yeah, it's a really good read. I mean, I'm listening to the audiobook. The audiobook's good. I'm assuming it's going to be a good read.
Yeah.
It flows very well. I'm also learning a lot about like SOCOM that I didn't know anything about like any of the like special forces stuff and how it all came to be. So did a good job of just like briefly getting that layered out and what each thing was, how each one was brought up.
We could play SOCOM, the PS2 game.
Yeah, you know what? I thought about
U.S. Navy SEALs.
to listen to discuss SOCOM, the actual thing, and see like what the video propaganda is.
Yeah, sometime, honestly, it's
fascinating.
probably not going to be till the spring. We will be pairing the Fort Bragg Massacre with some games, so
Yeah.
for those of you who want to keep in sync with us, grab yourself a copy of the Fort Bragg Cartel.
It's really good, and it just got something. HBO just bought the rights for it, so it's going to be hopefully some sort of series, maybe.
Also, the Parable of the Sower, Parable of the Talents. I'm going to try Kim Stanley Robinson's Mars trilogy. I'm going to gamble that Death Stranding 2 will be a long enough game that I can fit it in there.
Yeah. Like Gage is like, we can do this. We can make it happen. Nice. Yes.
Yeah, I need ammo.
Oh, there you go, Elvia. Boris. Hello.
Yeah. Cool, weapon point.
Most excellent.
See, I wish you got more of the arsenal earlier, because this has been a fun warm-up encounter for the night. Like, I'm back into the loop now. I got the efficiencies down.
Yeah, like you're feeling it. You're feeling the flow. I was gonna say this flow's been going.
They threw a cyberpunk They threw a cyber demon at me.
That cyberpunk got bitch.
Yeah, we did kill that cyberpunk though.
Yeah. He was a punk bitch, so I mean.
All right, now where to? I'm sure I could check the map, but also
Yeah, that way.
Oh yeah, that was closed off earlier.
Yeah. Nice.
So I was rambling about like the nostalgia gamer, the platonic ideal gamer this is trying to sell to. And I bring that up because I just want to get back to when we were talking about Paradise Lost, in the beginning of Paradise Lost, with Lucifer and Beelzebub sort of remembering how they lost and freeing themselves from the lake of fire through like this communication and this remembrance and this nostalgic kind of will to power. As we said last episode, Charlie Kirk's in heaven. We're not going to see him down here. We're not going to touch that subject. But the reaction to Charlie Kirk and the uses of his body have been kind of ghoulish to me.
Okay, 100%.
I'm talking in particular about, I saw...
His literal wife.
Oh yeah, you're right. I saw that too. That was weird.
That was literally creepy.
She was like posting, just like crying on the body in a very, I don't know, it seemed a very exploitative way. And the thing I'm talking about, or what got me, is so I follow right-wing content. I like to keep an eye on what they're doing, what they're saying,
Always
what they're doing to get their little talking points in order.
Yeah.
It's something that I think
there's a door right there to your left. Or
is secret.
Yeah.
It's a little leftover from the show I used to produce at the channel. Some of you might remember. But there's these folks, the Collinses. They're like pro-natalist right-wing bloggers. They have a podcast called Base Camp. I just bring it up because pretty fast after it happened, they had an episode calling Charlie Kirk the next MLK, which I know people will groan at that, but they have free speech, say whatever you want, even if it's dumb.
White MLK.
The thing that I found more actually ghoulish about the whole thing, though, is I watched a bit of the episode, and they keep saying Charlie Cook. They don't even give the dude his proper name, and they don't really talk actually substantially about him. It's mostly they're reading an article eulogizing Charlie. But the way they just keep slipping up on the name, and the way that it's barely a pretext to ramble transphobic, is just some very vulture-like behavior. But you're seeing this right now with the mythologizing. I bring up the whole MLK thing because more than one place has said that, and it's, I don't know. I saw Tim Pool also keep saying Civil War. Can we Civil War now? Like, what is that? What would that even look like? Honestly, how's that even work?
There's not enough parking for a Civil War.
Yeah, everybody's unhealthy as well. Like,
everyone get fed up. They can't even afford the gas.
they're all about to lose critical health infrastructure if they were even getting health care at all. Like, there's too tired a population for a thing like a Civil War, and like just geographically, they're like,
It ain't happening, dude.
dude, yeah, I know.
So much travel. Have you ever tried to like assemble try to get 4 friends to do one thing
Right.
one weekend?
But the whole satanic nostalgia of misremembering and summoning a fake, never real, best version of yourself, sort of thing. That's part of like why the characters in No Exit are so in hell with each other, is because they have this idealized self that like they're just fucked from the start, because it's like, hey dude, you're in hell, like we all know we're sinners here, like let's not pretend here around other people, and you just can't resist because shame, etc.
Gotta keep up the front.
But that same construction is kind of going on with like the Kirk narrative right now in really weird ways. Where he's being remembered in a sense for
For being a good Christian man.
and it's very much a disrespect to the actual person in terms of it being like stripping the body for parts, truly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Taking the image of being.
I don't understand why you need that as the excuse to call businesses and complain about flags not being at half-mast and just micromanaging everybody else's feelings about the situation. And the thing is, if you have that kind of neurosis, like, and you capitulate to that, they're only going to get more neurotic about how they police you.
Yeah, like if they know it works, it's even better. Like, that is the issue.
What did that do? What did that do?
Somewhere.
Nice, D. Hamilton. We'll do that laundry.
And poop scooping, that's good.
But this whole real-time making a mythology, also like the appeal to history shit, where they're like,
Yeah, the revisionists, the people who are like, don't
he's the
change
MLK
history.
of our time, even though we say MLK sucks as well. Just the nonsense there. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
But this tendency towards mythology is something Umberto Eco talks a bit about in Ur-Fascism, which we'll get to more of in a moment once I'm done climbing through these halls. Jacob, with the word going around the news, in your guesstimation, what is fascism?
Dude, I don't even know anymore. I mean, I do know, but like,
If you had to articulate like what you think it is.
just, oh man. Crybabies, ultimately. People who just have like a really small sense of self, but like just this crippling, like, I look into like my girlfriend's old manager at her job.
Okay.
Was not a manager. She was a disciplinarian. Like, she did not like help people figure out how to do their jobs better or train them or like try to work with people. If you did something wrong, you were just punished, and that was it. It was just like, I'm just gonna keep beating you.
Okay, so
until
like an authority sense where like everybody's supposed to know the right things already.
Yeah, and just like a sense of authority over somebody else. That's
Okay,
just
like a definite like power play within the governing structure.
yeah, absolutely. Which I don't know. I have a problem with, but
Well, yeah, as you explained before, I think you said your dad at an early age like articulated to you as like, this is all just people playing pretend or like acting.
yes, yeah.
So
all the
like
world's a
there's
stage
a
is
sense.
afraid.
So you had a sense pretty early on that like these things weren't like these transcendental, like abstract, like religious things.
Yeah,
They were like rules and like protocols, right, to follow.
Yes,
Okay.
and also just like people. His biggest example was police officers, because those are ones you can always see. It's like, those are people wearing costumes. These are suits. You are not a police officer. You are a human who is wearing a suit, and your role that you have chosen to give yourself is police officer. But like, it is a human being who is just like you, has like, you know, faults, has ideas about things, can be wrong. Like, they are not any different from you, and no one is different from you. Even though some people will be like, well, I'm smarter than you, or, you know, I deserve this. It's like, well, you don't know that because you don't know people. But then you have some people who feel deserved? Like, it's...
Yeah, entitlement?
Yes, entitlement. Like, it's just a very large sense of entitlement.
Okay.
It comes in weird ways. I hope I'm articulating myself.
No, it's fine, it's
way.
fine. I'm just asking because, fascism is a slippery thing to define. Yeah. I would say, like, a big thing to keep in mind is it is a mode of like, political organization, action, shit. Lots of people on power.
Yeah, that's good. And also that empowerment.
But yeah, you get the whole, like, power structure element of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know,
When we
studied
get-
Holocaust studies for numerous years.
Yeah.
Very, like...
At some point, I'll get to actually reading a chunk of this essay, because what Ur-Fascism is, the piece we're talking about tonight, it's a short essay by Italian author, academic, Umberto Eco. He wrote the novel In the Name of the Rose and a few others. I believe that's a movie starring Sean Connery as well. I've never seen it.
It's real good. It's like noir almost, noir mystery inside of...
Inside a monastery, right?
Yeah, it's
I have
real
a
good.
copy of the book.
I would be interested in reading that, but the movie's really good.
Okay, cool.
So-
Yeah, he wrote that. So I've never read In the Name of the Rose. I have read a lot of Umberto Eco essays and stuff, because on a lot of, like, the classic books I get, like Don Quixote, Count of Monte Cristo, the Borges collection, a few other things, like, he'll usually be one of the people writing, like, forewords, or he'll have critical essays on the work in like the extra materials. So that's kind of how I came to know Umberto Eco. But in 1995, I believe, he wrote an essay called Ur-Fascism, and it's just him defining what fascism is. I'll talk more about the specifics. Okay, there's a fucking Archvile, Revenant.
Okay, here, I was going to catch up on some of these things because everyone else has helped them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll jump up where we're at.
Meanwhile, I'll find where's the
This
new...
stupid whatever.
Is it an Archvile or a...
It might be the stupid tome thing or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
L-Man-X. I like to pull out the old Mussolini quote, fascism should properly be called corporatism because it is the merger of state and corporate power. Josh Foreman, completely unrelated. Also, hey Josh. I just deleted all the posts I made correcting misinformation about K and his killer since GG 2.0 is on the hunt for game devs to cancel.
Damn.
Whoa.
Yeah, careful out there right now. There is an actual internet witch hunt going down.
I love freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Although, guys, remember, and I will find the tweet, Elon Musk said that if people use your tweets against you for losing your job, that X will pay for your legal fees, if that is the case. You gotta love it when people say dumb things.
Oh, what's that? I'm gonna fill them out. I'm gonna just click on this video really quick, see what it is.
Oh yeah, what we got? Ooh, an in-depth explanation by Ryan Chapman.
I'm not familiar with this guy. I'll check it out a little later after the show. Thanks for the
same.
link.
Thanks for posting that.
Maybe throw it in the Discord in a moment.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha. So, Philly, the guy goes through how to define fascism from a historical perspective.
Yeah. So if you all check the pinned message in the chat, I have a link to Eco's text, Ur-Fascism. I'll go through the points in specific in a little. Right now, I'm going to have to focus on this battle. Because that's something last time, I really just had to lock in and use better weapons. It was exactly as I say before, where like video games are about learning the language. And I was just using the wrong words.
Yep. Was it circle peg, square hole, etc., all that?
Bop it.
Yeah. Oh, and Gail's Bell, I meant to say this earlier too, but I did agree with you that the soundtrack was really hype in that moment. I don't know what it is about that specific kind of guitar riff, but you mentioned it as something was going on, and I was also feeling that energy.
Elon said it.
Yeah, that's right, Josh Rogan. Elon said it, so you gotta believe it. And he put it on X, so maybe you can have Grok be your digital lawyer. It'll cost you $8 a month. It would be great.
You get your own mecha Hitler to defend you.
Guys, I got Grok to help cover me in my parking ticket case, but now I'm getting charged for first-degree murder. I don't know what happened.
Oh, damn. Okay. It has to be an archvile because they aren't glowing from the start, you know? So, like, I think an archvile spawns at some point after I kill so many.
Yeah. Destroy the icon. Nice. Run away.
Yep. What am I doing? So Ur-Fascism opens with Umberto Eco just recalling when he was 10 years old, and it was 1942, and he was in Italy, and the fascists were in control, and he was in school having to regurgitate that like war is the best thing ever, and that like there's nothing more valiant than to like die fighting for your country, and he eventually got to work with some resistance people, actual, boots on the ground kind of counter fascist forces within Italy at the time of World War II. It's real good. There's some real good stuff there as far as that goes with his experiences doing that at the beginning of the essay. And he talks about the first time he saw an American, and it was a black man who spoke French. So his first experience with an American, someone outside of the Italian fascists, pale face,
man, what a
just drab black and white.
buff totem. So it is a little totem guy. I think it's right there.
Where?
Oh wait, never mind. No. But there is a buff totem somewhere. I don't know where it is.
Oh, did it say buff totem?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get
like a car on the screen. Oh, there it is, right to your left. Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's run this cycle.
Phil, man, I think the hard part about defining fascism is that it's muddy, or at least right now people are actively trying to get the definition, and in terms of gets thrown around a lot, and I think understanding it from a historical perspective brings clarity.
Yeah, so
right now I feel like it's one of those cases, it's like that old idea of like, how do you explain pornography? It's like, I know it when I see it kind of thing to some degree for people.
Well, like, this is what Eco gets into, because he grew up in fascist Italy, and up until that point, he didn't realize there was no other form of government. He talks about when he first heard the news about Mussolini and all that, and he got the newspaper, and it explained there were other parties, and he realized, like, oh, like, these things aren't new, like, they must have been dormant before, but there was a time before the fascism, like, there were other parties, there were other political ideas.
Despite what fascism told me, it's not the only thing around.
And so then he looks at, in the essay, he brings up, like, okay, well, in Spain, this was the way the government was, and it had these features, but didn't have these features. But then in Italy, there were these features, but not these features. In Germany, just how, like, you know, all these regimes had various differing, contradictory ideas that they held at the same time. And so he surveys that a little. He talks a bit about, you know, growing up and seeing historically. Again, this was published, I believe, in '95. This is a dude who lived during World War II. He was 10 years old in '42.
I didn't realize it'd be, I mean, 95, that was, you know, 30 years ago, but still. To me, feels recent-ish, as far as history goes.
And he kind of comes up with these 14 points, these 14 features of what he would qualify as, like, fascist. Or features of a fascist system. And the thing is, like, you don't necessarily need, like, all 14 for, like, it's not a bingo card where you check them off. It's like any one of these features with just, you know, they interplay with each other. They feed into each other. Like, if one of these are present, it makes way for the others over time if, you know, it's not dealt with. All right, where am I going? Interesting. Yeah, adaptable to a wide variety of circumstances, just like mold.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, you're doing feedback.
That was sorry. I apologize. I did not realize that was me. I'm an idiot.
Another sword piece, nice.
Yeah, I'm pulling up this thing so I can also see. I'll get down to the points.
Yeah, do you want to start reading those?
Yeah, absolutely. Here, I'm going to start. So I opened up the, like Henry was saying, the link from the Anarchist Library. And go over the... Alright, so the first point, down towards the bottom of it. The first feature of Ur-Fascism is the cult of tradition. Traditionalism is, of course, much older than fascism. Not only was it typical of counter-revolutionary Catholic thought after the French Revolution, but it was born in the late Hellenistic era as a reaction to the classical Greek rationalism. In the Mediterranean basin, people of different religions, most of them indulgently accepted by the Roman pantheon, started dreaming of a revelation received at the dawn of human history. This revelation, according to the traditionalist mystique, had remained for a long time concealed under the veil of forgotten languages. In Egyptian hieroglyphs, in the cultic runes, in the scrolls of the little-known regions of Asia. This new culture had to be syncretic. Syncretism is not only, as the dictionary says, the combination of different forms of belief or practice, such as combination must tolerate contradictions. Such a combination must tolerate contradictions. Each of the original messages contains a sliver of wisdom, and whenever they seem to say different or incompatible things, it is only because all are alluding allegorically or to the same primeval truth.
So that's the first point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the cult of tradition, like there's a traditional old-timey, there's an myth, there's a baseline, like
we know, like the natural the way of the
men
world.
are men, women are women. There's two genders, and the man is supposed to do the thing and the woman the other. And if you don't do those things, you have a degenerate society.
That's right. We need to go back to God. That's what we're missing. Let's see. If you're browsing the shelves, let me see. All right. If you browse in the shelves that in American bookstores are labeled as New Age, you can find there are even St. Augustine, who, as far as I know, was not a fascist, but combining St. Augustine and Stonehenge, that is a symptom of your fascism.
Yeah, so the syncretism, that's like
yeah.
the synthesis of like just like contradictory ideas. Like it's intentionally not making sense because it's not seeking to like actually like reconcile the two or think about the two in contrast. It's just like, no, all this old stuff is good in mine, and yeah.
Like it's okay. It's like the bigger message is the point. Don't worry about the
crunchy granola Nazis.
Yes, absolutely. All right, and then number 2, traditionalism implies the rejection of modernism. Both fascists and Nazis worship technology, while traditionalist thinkers usually reject it as a negation of traditional spiritual values. However, even though Nazism was proud of its industrial achievements, its praise of modernism was only the surface of an ideology based upon blood and earth. Blut and Boden.
Blood and soil.
Yeah, the rejection of the modern world was disguised as a rebuttal of the capitalistic way of life, but it mainly concerned the rejection of the spirit of 1789 and 1776, of course.
Talking about the French and American revolutions.
Yes. The Enlightenment, the Age of Reason, is seen as the beginning of modern depravity. In the sense, Ur-Fascism can be defined as irrationalism.
Yeah, like the modern world is degenerate and bad, and we must return to something.
But we love this sweet technology.
We have strayed from an essentially good place.
Yeah, because like Nazis were like really big. Radio became really prolific because of the messaging that it could be used. Like the use of technology to further the message, but like still being like, but you got to worry about the old stuff too.
The internet's degenerate unless my guys get to use it.
Exactly. Everything is
again,
bad.
It's holding that syncretic, contradiction there.
Yeah.
I think syncretism, if you want to get your head around it, it's just like the hypocrisy of it. It's a good way to shorthand that. All right, I need shock and ammo.
I got you. I'm slowly getting that. Then, so number 3 is irrationalism. Irrationalism also depends on the cult of action for action's sake. Action being beautiful in itself, it must be taken before or without any previous reflection. Thinking is a form of emasculation.
Yeah.
Therefore,
don't think, guys.
Yeah, you gotta act. Therefore, culture is suspect insofar as it identifies with critical attitudes. Distrust of the intellectual world has always been a symptom of your fascism. From Goring's alleged statement, "When I hear talk of culture, I reach for my gun,"
Jesus.
to the frequent use of such expressions as degenerate intellectuals, eggheads.
See, there were dudes bitching about SJWs for time immemorial, it seems.
No, God. The official fascist intellectuals were mainly engaged in attacking modern culture and the liberal intelligentsia for having betrayed traditional values. Like, yes, the vague term traditional values.
Right, I think we've all probably seen the meme by this point that inverts the whole like reject modernity, embrace tradition, except the reject modernity is like the nuclear family, like Norman Rockwell looking stuff, and embrace tradition is like a Greek vase with like gay sex happening on it.
God. That dork.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, the action for action's sake thing, a good way to think about that and play with the other ideas is, if you got to reject modernity, you got to keep things, but there can be no new learning, but like, you're always falling away from a status quo. So like, you always just got to keep just like, stop thinking about trying to approach problems in new ways, just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Keep doing the murder machine, keep burning those bodies, keep running that faucet.
Yeah, just keep it going.
Don't think that's emasculating. That's gay. That's not hero material. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. He talks about hero shit in a bit.
Yeah. All right. So number 4, no synchronistic faith can withstand analytical criticism. The critical spirit makes distinctions, and to distinguish is a sign of modernism. In modern culture, the scientific community praises disagreement as a way to improve knowledge. For Ur-Fascism, disagreement is treason. Yeah. God, yeah. Number 5. Let's see, what is this? Besides disagreement is a sign of... Oh my God, I have so many text messages. Please stop, Lord. Too many people are trying to get a hold of me right now. All right. Besides disagreement is a sign of diversity. Ur-Fascism grows up and seeks for consensus by exploiting and exacerbating the natural fear of difference. The first appeal of a fascist or prematurely fascist movement is an appeal against the intruders. Thus, Ur-Fascism is racist by definition. Oh yeah.
Gotta have those out groups.
Yeah, you need to have this. God, it's so funny.
We can't have the right way to live if we don't have someone who's doing it the wrong way.
Like, I never understood that. It was kind of like, I remember my family not understanding, like Andrew Yang. I was like, well, yeah, everyone gets $1,000. Like, so you mean that homeless person on this side of the street also gets $1,000? I'm like, well, yes, but you also get the $1,000.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't want it. They do nothing. I'm like, okay, but like, everyone's getting money. What is this
about, like, Israel getting money?
I have no idea. Well, that's probably fake, you know? Like, they would never do that because it's so obviously stupid.
Right.
Oh, we're not even worried about that. That's what the conversation is like, no. Not at all. I mean, yes, no.
Anti-Semitic Christians do want the Israel stuff to be real so that they can speed up the Christian apocalypse. They don't actually care about, like, the Jewish people in that way.
Which I don't get it. Like, why do you want everything to end? Like, why does everyone want everything to end so quickly? It has to be this way. Like, all right, but like, why? And why do we have to like speed it up?
Does it have to?
Like, the other thing is too is like, why do people want to be remembered in books and stuff? Like, don't get me wrong. It's like obviously
right.
But like, a lot of these people are doing things so like, you know, the martyr, and I'll be remembered through history. I'm just like, do people actually
I need my Ozymandias.
Yes. Well, we've been seeing what the history of a man who was just assassinated is being turned into. Like, so is your history dependent? Like, you aren't in control of that even past that point.
Yeah.
You can end up being the asshole. Like, I don't want to be forgotten. I'm like, I don't care if I am forgotten. Go for it. Forget me. Oh, let's see. Oh man, it's back, right? James Reynolds back. Oh man, I noticed there's a built-in layering. Traditionalism can take both extreme and moderate forms, thereby developing inroads by progressively appropriating existing cultural history. Yeah, there's so many layering to different things of this too. Like,
I kind of want to say more on that, but I'm in the middle of a heated battle. I apologize, L-Man.
Yeah, we will get back to that.
I will circle back around to that.
I'll jump on 6 really quick while we're doing that. Ur-Fascism derives from individual or social frustration. That is why one of the most typical features of the historical fashion was the appeal to a frustrated middle class. A class suffering from an economic crisis or feelings of political humiliation and frightened by the pressure of lower social groups. In our time, when the old proletariats are becoming petty bourgeoisie, and the lumpen are largely excluded from the political scene, the fascism of tomorrow will find its audience in this new majority. I mean, we're definitely seeing that.
Yeah.
Like that's been...
For those who don't know, the lumpen is kind of a term from Marx. Like the lumpen proletariat are the proletariat who aren't class conscious. Like either they're comfortable or they're ignorant, or they don't want to partake in like class struggle, so they don't want to see it. Like,
yeah, like they're sitting pretty.
They're lumpen.
To rock
Yeah.
Okay.
There's kind of these two categories of Marx I find kind of fun and funny and not talked about enough, and it's the lumpen proletariat, which we just described, but then the petit bourgeois. The petit bourgeois, not the proper bourgeois. You know, the proper bourgeois is exactly who you think it is. You know, the rich owners and everything. The petit would be like
people
people who own like
all cowboy, no cattle, or all hat, no cattle.
All hat,
kind of
no
thing.
cattle is a good way to, yeah.
But-
for those
but
who
for
aren't
the
Texan,
rich.
I'm trying to find a whole way that's not that, but they're fake rich.
Yes.
They might own like a car dealership, but it's rental property.
Yeah, the balancing act is not doing well, but they would.
Right.
But they know enough to be able to keep face.
Right. They aspire to be proper bourgeois, but they don't really have like the political power. They're just sort of imitating the true leaders.
They may have money, but they don't have power.
Kinda, yeah.
Or not in the power that they're, aspiring for, or like.
The small ones don't eat carbs. Good one, Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one, eh? I need to saw someone.
I need a sauce.
Let's play a game.
You just dig into the deep life of these demons and learn how horribly tragic they are. You're like, wow, I'm so sorry.
Yes, pop.
Fucking pop, bitch. I don't think he's gonna do it.
No.
But he's close. You should.
That might?
Yeah,
Okay,
that did it.
Staggered him. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Actually, doing this to a cyber is pretty fun.
That's very
yeah.
fun.
Alright, let's saw some people.
Love it.
Torch some dudes.
Yeah. All right. Number 7. To people who feel deprived of a clear social identity, Ur-Fascism says that their only privilege is the most common one, to be born in the same country. This is the origin of nationalism. My
I'm
God.
proud to be an American, or at least I know I'm free. And I proudly thank the men who died and gave their life to me, and I proudly stand up next to them.
Man, we should have listened to that on 9/11, honestly.
That would have been. I'm sure we did that exact bit during Fugitive Hunter or Toby Keith. Maybe.
There has to be something, if not.
Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses, man.
She thinks my tractor sexy, etc., etc. Yeah, God, there's so many things.
Man, the Bush era jingoism really was a thing.
I don't get it, and that's been the weirdest part is like I've always felt hybrid. I'm like, I'm supposed to get along with all these other people who seemingly are also white and have like the same understanding, come from the same socioeconomic class. Everyone's like, well, we need to go to war, we need to be more. So I was like, this seems very excessive, and it seems like this is maybe not the way to go about this. Like, well, you're wrong. Like, I don't think I am, but I also don't see how I can see that.
Boom.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
Doink that dork.
Yeah, I need the armor.
All right. This is the origin of nationalism. Besides, the only ones who can provide an identity to the nation are its enemies. Thus, at the root of the Ur-Fascism psychology, there is the obsession with a plot. Possibly an international one.
Yeah.
The followers must feel besieged. The easiest way to solve the plot is the appeal to the xenophobia. But the plot must also come from the inside. Jews are usually the best target because they have the advantage of being at the same time inside and outside. God.
Yeah, this paranoia part in general, this particularly screams no exit to me. Like, the nation cannot be the nation without someone outside the nation.
Yeah, like that's who
it's
it's like the nation doesn't define itself; its enemies define it.
Yeah.
Like
again, with the current hagiography and kind of mythology around the Kirk stuff.
yeah.
Just like, oh, they're watching me. Oh, they're going to they're going to civil war us. They're going to civil war us. Oh, they want us all executed. Hey, don't quote what he said verbatim.
Yeah, right.
All right, I need health. I need health in this loop. Is there a health pack around?
God, that's so funny though. Jews
Yeah, the
usually being the
plot.
best target because they have the advantage of being at the same time inside and outside.
I mean, it's also true. That's historically. Sartre does have an essay called "Anti-Semite and Jew," and he's talking about the history of like anti-Semitism in European history.
Just like,
And like, I mean, because the Jewish people have been characterized as like wandering and like not from like a European country. Like they have been.
oh, got you. So they're
Historically,
shifty and they can
yeah,
always,
yeah.
got you. You can call into question their motives or whatever.
I like that book.
God, that's so dumb.
I find its name, I don't want to say problematic, I don't want to say inappropriate,
Gotcha. But
but
maybe
it's
not, right?
it's about, like, because like anti-Semitism, yes, but in describing anti-Semitism, he's also describing just like the social mechanism, the political mechanism through which like any minority gets scapegoated or can get scapegoated. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean?
Yeah.
Like
So it's like
anti-Semitism is just the one, I mean, that was European, but also like the one we have a tangible historical like example to point to.
Yeah.
So it's appropriate, but like I think people like see it or shorthand it and
Like,
they think
keep it in that area.
Yeah, they keep it in that like, oh yeah, this is just like talking about like hatred of Jews. It's like, no, he's talking about like a mechanism by which peoples get like dehumanized at a political level for the sake of like authoritarian blame.
Yeah.
Okay, oh man, I noticed there's a built-in layering. Traditionalism can take both extreme and moderate forms by developing inroads by progressively appropriating existing cultural history. Yeah, oh man, and I think the big thing, because I wanted to get to this before I get too far off topic, is like cultural continuity and having traditions in itself isn't bad. Like it reminds you how to operate as a culture. Even think about how Milton in Paradise Lost, when he's describing the Jewish culture, he talks about their tradition being good, not necessarily because it's like in touch with, it's like religious, but because they're like actually like working out what law is and trying to like rationalize like things like justice. Like this is what the act of like midrash is like looking at the Bible and thinking about like, well, what's it mean? How do we employ this? You know, traditionalism can be that. I think when it comes to like fascist ideology, it's when the traditionalism becomes mythology and less like actually historically grounded. You know what I mean? Like there's like traditionalism that's like, you know, you're taking an intelligent tradition that like has worked and like going forward, like the scientific tradition of like the scientific method and shit.
Yeah.
But then there's like superstitious tradition or like scapegoat traditions that you don't really want to do or keep with. Like, I think, you know, there's an American tradition or an American lineage of like actually wanting to aspire towards the melting pot that has inspired a lot of like civil rights actors and people who want who fight for like a more egalitarian American ideal that's closer to like the dream than what the founders hypocritically put out there. But that requires, again, looking at the realism of like, oh, America was a business endeavor. The founding fathers aren't perfect. Or you could just be all like, oh yeah, 1776, woohoo, these guys were infallible. All right, I'm gonna go back to locking in on this battle because I just died like twice in a row to it. Jacob, you can continue with the points.
Yeah.
The points.
The points. Alright. Number 8. The followers must feel humiliated by the ostentatious wealth and force of their enemies. When I was a boy, I was taught to think of Englishmen as the 5-meal people. They ate more frequently than the poor but sober Italians. Jews are rich and help each other through a secret web of mutual assistance. However, the followers must be convinced that they can overwhelm the enemies. Thus, by a continuous shifting of rhetorical focus, the enemies are at the same time too strong and too weak. God, that's the most aggravating part of all of this. Fascist governments are
I'm
condemned.
just a small guy.
Yeah, I'm just a little guy, but also I'm the biggest boy there is. Fascist governments are condemned to lose wars because they are constitutionally incapable of objectively evaluating the force of the enemy.
I love that line. Can you read that again?
Yeah, fascist governments are condemned to lose wars because they are constitutionally incapable of objectively evaluating the force of the enemy.
Yeah, like they have to lie to themselves to the point where they can't accurately, do anything.
If you are operating off of lies, you can't operate because you don't know what's real. Oh my God, that is such a really good point. God, it's so frustrating. Oh my God. All right. Oh, I see Barney's getting some pets over there.
Nice.
Off screen.
Yeah,
Well played.
get it, Barney.
Get it, Barney. All right. Number 9. For your fascism, there is no struggle for life, but rather life is lived for struggle. Thus, pacifism is trafficking with the enemy. God damn it. This is so maddening, but so true. It is bad because life is a permanent warfare. This, however, brings about an Armageddon complex. Since enemies have to be defeated, there must be a final battle after which the movement will have control of the world. But such a final solution implies a further era of peace, a golden age, which contradicts the principle of permanent war. No fascist leader has ever succeeded in solving this predicament. That's an interesting one too, because that also kind of plays in fascism, I guess, is like cults, like cult of personality or different, things. Is that same thing of like Armageddon is going to come, but we got to keep fighting. Just the bigger version of it.
Yeah, we've talked about Philip K. Dick on this channel, the 3 Sigma Palmer Eldritch, which I've described as his most evil novel. I would like to take a moment to suggest The Man in the High Castle, which is the complete opposite of that. It's his most hopeful novel. It's about an alternate history where the Nazis won World War II. And if you're wondering, well, how can that be a hopeful scenario? It plays with this point in particular. Even if the Nazis won World War II, it's a cult of personality, and once Hitler and all the first wave guys are on their way out and dying, it's sort of like an inevitability that the whole thing's falling apart, is kind of what the Man in the High Castle's doing. It also has stuff going on about art and imagination and the individual meditation of art leading towards being able to imagine and picture worlds beyond the current one, and how to get to a better place if you're not in one.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's oh nope, there's our boy.
There's that son of a
I'm so going to die though.
You just fucking shoot him in his dome forever. Yeah.
No.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, exactly, man. This is why I really like these as well. I died.
Alright. Number 10, elitism is a typical aspect of any reactionary ideology, insofar as it is fundamentally aristocratic, and militaristic elitism cruelly implies contempt for the weak. Your fascism can only advocate a popular elitism. Every citizen belongs to the best people of the world. The members of the party are the best among the citizens.
Straight out of Central Casting.
Yeah, every citizen can and ought to become a member of the party, but there cannot be patricians without plebeians. In fact, the leader, knowing that his power was not delegated to him democratically, but was conquered by force, also knows that his force is based upon the weakness of the masses. They are so weak as to need and deserve a ruler. Since the group is hierarchically organized according to the military model, every subordinate leader despises his own underlings, and each of them despises his inferiors. This reinforces the sense of mass elitism. God, that is
Everybody's stupid except me.
They're all fucking
boss
worms.
is a dumb piece of shit. All my employees are the worst.
No, it's these dumb people.
No, it's the other, no, the company's fine. It's just Carl over there sucks.
Yeah. Oh my god.
If I were in charge, I'd know the right way to do everything. If I were in charge.
If I could do this. Man, I had that my boss was.
They should let me kill my boss because I know how to really run this place.
Just like, oh, I'm the one. I'm the good boy. I got a message from some bigwigs at some point.
Cool.
Let's see. All right. Number 11. In such a perspective, everybody is educated to become a hero. In every mythology, the hero is an exceptional being, but in your fascist ideology, heroism is the norm. This cult of heroism is strictly linked with the cult of death. It's not by chance that a motto of the Falangist was... was Viva la Muerta. In English, it should be translated as Long Live Death.
That was the Spanish fascist party.
Okay, gotcha. In non-fascist societies, the lay public is told that death is unpleasant, but must be faced with dignity. Believers are told that it is the painful way to reach a supernatural happiness. By contrast, the Ur-Fascist heroes crave heroic death, advertised as the best reward for a heroic life. The Ur-Fascist hero is impatient to die. In his impatience, he more frequently sends other people to death. I always love those things. People love having other people fight.
The martyr. Okay, so this brings up Eddington, but maybe we should wait till we get through all the points before talking about Eddington.
Oh god, that was so good.
Chat, we are going to talk Eddington spoilers at some point because we watched it over the weekend.
So number 15, Burger King foot lettuce.
Pipe rock theory. They're putting pipes in the rocks.
Just doesn't make sense. It's like Netflix for pedos.
Yeah. Movie of the year.
So good.
Maybe one battle after another will be better, but I don't know. Pipe rock theories.
It's really. I just rewatched. Was it Two Corys?
Two Corys is good too.
So
Slugs is fun.
Slugs is also really Slugs. I think it's very
So I'm kind of burnt out by the time the Archvile shows up. I need to figure out how to last longer.
Well, you gotta jerk off first. No.
You gotta keep fluffy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I always hear people debating, is this fascism? Are we fascist yet? And that's not a super helpful question. If you say yes, you look extreme because it could always be worse.
I don't think Jacob's gotten to the point yet, but Eco does talk about how confusion's part of the point. That's part of the whole syncretic capture part is like, if it can contain these contradictions, it can keep the
people
it can keep you in a state of confusion to a point where you don't know what to do or how to act because you're paralyzed by the dissonance.
Yeah.
But I think he gets to that later if you keep reading.
Yeah. Let's see. Joshua, what is the opposite of a rock? A pipe. Barney, what are you doing? What are you doing over there?
Nice.
All right. Number 12. Since both permanent war and heroism are difficult games to play, the Ur-Fascist transfers his willpower to sexual matters. This is the origin of machismo, which implies both disdain for women and intolerance and condemnation of non-standard sexual habits from chastity to homosexuality. Since even sex is a difficult game to play, the Ur-Fascist hero tends to play with weapons. Doing so becomes an ersatz phallic exercise.
Yeah, substitute penis.
Okay, got you. Yeah.
Yeah, ersatz is like a German word for substitute.
Oh, okay, got you. But
Or
that's a
replacement.
really interesting point, though, that I never like made that good. It's like rather than talk about the sex, it's all about the weapons. Like it's the
Yeah.
same, like which I always thought was weird, hanging out with the boys. Just listen, guys, we're gonna be the straightest men ever by only hanging around boys and doing guns and doing boy stuff with the boys, and there'll be no women, and it's just the boys because we're
Yeah.
straight and we're boys.
I've been meaning to look more into. The term homosociality came to my mind one day, and I can't be like. I don't think I'm being original or anything like that. I'm sure
Great
like
words,
somebody's
you are.
definitely like done academic work on this. I hope.
Yeah.
Has to.
They have to. If not,
I just have to be an
you heard it
ignorant
here.
straight man, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But like part of the whole like homosociality appeal, I think, is like there's a degree to which like girls might ask a dude to do better with himself, and he may not want to hear that. Whereas like with guys, it's like, well, we can all bring each other down.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, well, it's fine to go down
Let's
the
all
slippery
just
slope.
chill and just, you know,
Yeah, not be better.
yeah.
Why do something hard when we can take the path of least resistance with familiar faces?
I remember in my early 20s after breakups kind of being a little leery of like dudes who might be too eager to, even in best intentions, trying to be consolidatory, just wanting to like scapegoat women entirely.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no, I don't need the packaged in misogyny with this.
Yeah,
thank
no.
you.
So I'm not a perfect human being. I can also be bad
Yeah.
in situations, like, yeah. It was always very.
Fellas? Like, no, I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah, actually, I'm very confused by that. But now you're tattling on yourself in a new
Right,
way.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'm now
exactly.
understanding why Stephanie no longer wants to hang out with us. Yeah. It's like, okay. Made up Stephanie, obviously. Obviously. All right. Number 13. Ur-Fascism is based upon a selective populism. A qualitative populism, one might say. In a democracy, the citizens have individual rights, but the citizens in their entirety have a political impact only from a quantitative point of view. One follows the decision of the majority. For Ur-Fascism, however, individuals as individuals have no rights, and the people is conceived as a quality, a monolithic entity expressing the common will. Since no large quantity of human beings can have a common will, the leader pretends to be their interpreter. Having lost their power of delegation, the citizens do not act. They are only called on to play the role of the people. Thus, the people is only a theatrical fiction. To have a good instance of qualitative populism, we no longer need the Piazza Venezia in Rome or the Nuremberg Stadium. There is in our future a TV or internet populism in which the emotional response of a selected group of citizens can be presented and accepted as the voice of the people.
Called it.
Jesus Christ. Gotcha.
Yeah, the people who are polling that they want healthcare and housing reform, like, they're not real, but, like, be a good citizen. Snitch on whoever's, saying bad things right now.
Exactly. Yeah, who's saying the bad stuff?
Be a good citizen. Like, be a model American. What model Americans are capitalist? What is this socialism stuff? You don't want that. That's commie bullshit. Like, don't you want to be an American like George Washington?
Listen, we all want wooden teeth. This part of the guitar riff I love.
Give me your health. Give me your shit.
Yes.
Cool.
Because of its qualitative populism, Ur-Fascism must be against rotten parliamentary governments. One of the first sentences uttered by Mussolini in the Italian parliament was, "I could have transformed this deaf and gloomy place into a bivouac for my maniples." Maniples being a subdivision of the traditional Roman legion. As a matter of fact, he immediately found better housing for his maniples, but a little later he liquidated the parliament. Wherever a politician casts doubts on the legitimacy of a parliament because it no longer represents the voice of the people, we can sell Ur-Fascism. God.
Yeah, he was just basically making, just questioning the legitimacy of the power structure. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this should be better as like a place for my dudes to live.
Everything should be better for me. Now that I'm here and making it better, we need to make this the best it can be.
Trump, Gaza, #1.
Yeah, oh my god.
yeah.
Dude, all this stuff would be like, we're gonna turn Gaza into like this like beachfront property. It's just like, man,
What the fuck?
we're just right there, huh? All right, number 14. That's right, we're topping down the 14 bits of fascism.
Yeah, bro, just chill and eat some wings. You don't need to chop down the cherry tree.
There's a protest sign. We can smell your fascism. And we definitely can smell it.
Yeah.
Man. All right, number 14. Your fascism speaks newspeak. Newspeak was invented by Orwell in 1984 as the official language of INGSOC, English socialism. But elements of your fascism are common to different forms of dictatorship. All the Nazi or fascist school books are made from use of impoverished vocabulary and elementary syntax in order to limit the instruments for complex and critical reasoning. But we must be ready to identify other kinds of newspeak, even if they take the apparent innocent form of a popular talk show. Wow, like a certain
Blogging? Podding?
pod folks. I know some people on some pods that are doing some dumb ideas. Yeah, what a man.
What a waste of my BFG ammo. Or maybe not. No, yeah, it was.
Yeah. Okay, that was definitely.
I'm actually liking the bow in this battle for what I did have. Okay. I also have the sword. I remember to use the sword.
The sword of the spirit. This part of the guitar is also sick. There's those single note things I'm always a big fan of. This white boy's gonna pick up a guitar soon. I can feel it. It's gonna happen. Just tell him I'm gonna start shredding. I got a lot of feelings I need to express through a guitar. Philly man, I have a strange itch to chop down a cherry tree. You'll become the perfect American. Yeah, man, every single one of those points is painful. Painfully right on point.
Yeah, kind of on the nose. I think his book's too on the nose, Jacob.
Yeah, it's kind of, again,
Wow.
like Eddington was so on the nose in the best way
Yeah,
possible.
so let's talk about Eddington, because it is definitely about the hero narrative sheriff thinking he's still a cowboy in the West, and it's like, that was never real, first off. But
Yeah, like that's a story everyone told themselves to keep the story going, but some people buy into it.
Yeah, for those unfamiliar with Eddington, it is the movie where Pedro Pascal's the mayor, Joaquin Phoenix is the sheriff, COVID hits, and it just drives this small town insane.
And it just paints everything with all of the flavors of what was the pandemic in America.
And I think what it does really well is it takes the pandemic and it uses it to accelerate what are already existent social tensions and problems. Like,
Yes.
it's not like, oh, COVID invented these things, you know?
Yeah, no,
This is
was
part of the
stuff
problem with
about-
like Alex Garland's Civil War. It's like, well, I don't know, man. Americans have always hated each other. I think your imaginary scenario is a bit too clean cut and clear a solution. Like you want like if this happened, there would be an answer, and like it'd be a violent, bloody, and stupid answer. But then like history can move on or whatever. It's like that's like you're failing to understand what the American project is. Like
Yeah.
we have cops because of slave patrols. Like it's not like Norman Rockwell paintings are actually real.
Yeah, that's such a good point. Okay, this is not the actual American life, though it may be the visuals we derive from it.
Yeah, Lux has pointed out that Mr. Garland likes his Jungian stereotypes a bit too much, and I agree, which is why his movies trying to be realistic kind of suck, and his movies that are just like abstract and metaphorical like are fun. Or when like Danny Boyle's directing his shit instead of him just like directing his own stuff,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Which again, 28 years later, great.
Ooh, so good.
And you can see where like there was like a world building mythology that like Alex Garland was probably been too heavily focused on, whereas like Danny Boyle knows how to like humanize it and just make it part of the island's life.
Yeah, and man, I can't wait for the second one. I'm very interested to see where they go with all these movies.
Yeah, which is coming out in January. But in Eddington, you know, Joaquin Phoenix's paranoid sheriff, he descends into a killing spree. By the end of the movie, he's shot, what, 3 people?
Yeah.
Just a small town sheriff lets out his frustrations with casual murder, conspiracy, racism, tries to frame his black deputy for the things he's done.
Old wounds and like ideas that he's held in his head that are like being brought forth in public to be like a lie, but also,
yeah. So you watched it twice back to back pretty fast. I saw it the second time after having seen it in theaters.
Dude, it was so good.
I don't
really
recall.
watch it.
Is it extremely? Is it? I don't recall how clear it is. Like what happens with his wife. Like actually, do you remember?
Oh yeah, it was super clear.
The dad abused her, right?
Yes, that was what I was getting. She's like, she doesn't say who it is, but
yeah, and mom
every
clearly doesn't.
conversation.
Yeah.
Mom doesn't want to talk about it.
The sheriff, Phoenix's wife, played by Emma Stone, she's clearly like, she has these dolls and like art projects she sells on Etsy that are clearly like representative of her childhood abuse.
Yes.
And everybody wants to kind of brush it under the rug. Her mom's like crazy hard into conspiracy theories and is in huge like denial of like the reality in front of her.
In fact, her mom was like is like one of those people online trying to like help all the other children, sort of like rather than.
And it's
like,
interesting how because of her mom, she meets up with this cult leader who she then runs off with. Like she abandons Phoenix near the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Or more like in the middle of it, really.
Yeah, right about the middle, because God, it's so good.
And it's one of those interesting things where like the mother's own denial drives their kid away. There's a huge thing with Eddington going on to me about like the older generation just like insisting on their particular narrative being the right way to do things, and that like driving the younger people crazy. All right, I need some. I want my shotgun ammo. You give me my shotgun ammo. You give me my shotgun ammo. And some armor while we're at it.
That stuff. Well, so what? Philly man Pedro Pascal is a small bear, and also I cannot not think about Paddington every time you mention that movie.
Paddington?
Yeah, that'd be very funny.
The bear?
The guy on Twitter who's always like putting Paddington in every movie every day until he forgets about it is great. Some of the best Photoshop work and such a silly premise. I love it. A man also says, so when was the U.S. the furthest away from the 14 points? Man.
Dude,
That's, man, a while.
19...
Maybe 18?
maybe the New Deal, maybe the 1930s. Because, like...
Yeah.
We brought up the Ludlow Massacre before, and I mean, last time on the cast when we were talking about Kirk, I was talking about like this history of like American political violence. Because I want to bring up in the immediate aftermath of Kirk, the way people are like, this is unprecedented, we live in unprecedented times, and that is like the cult of action and like the mythology of the now, those fascist mechanisms, and like, again, dark Gothic, grim culture is kind of, I guess, partly infatuated with like ensuring like you remember the dead, you remember the damned, you remember the crimes, you remember those kind of things as to not repeat them again. And so,
a good history for a good reason.
Right. Oh my god.
Fuck this door.
Yeah, no, this is the best condition I've fought him in though.
Yeah.
Although I need to mind that.
Yeah.
I need some armor. Who can armor me up?
Boris. Oh, get him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the bitch. dirty sons of bitches.
Ah.
Damn.
Yeah. And the thing about the New Deal is it was a capitulation to the left. Everybody's always so fear-mongering about like, oh, the extreme left, oh, capitulating to the left, oh no, we can't go too far left. FDR,
Like, fuck off.
FDR capitulated to the left. Like, if FDR didn't do what he did, like, we may have had more socialist politics in America because, like, the popular fervor over it was getting so high. So the Democrats were like, okay, we better throw them something.
Yeah, like we need.
He was a compromise candidate, and it was a compromise with the left. It just died there. Okay, I should use this guy more because it was doing some pretty good hits against the bio Mancubi. Even though the battle, that boss really sucked, like, it did reaffirm to me, like, okay, no, I do just need to pay better attention to, like, my weapon swapping, because you just swapped the rocket launcher to that one type.
Oh, yeah, whenever the. Yeah.
But to get back to Eddington.
We get so caught in. Yeah. It's so good. Watch Eddington.
Yeah, definitely watch it. And honestly, even if you go in knowing spoilers, I think it still works, or it works even better. Because, I gotta be honest, the first time I watched Eddington, I cringed a little at some of the liberal protester stuff. But it definitely makes a lot more sense knowing where everything's going. Also,
Yeah, and it's the movie is so funny.
I thought it was funny that he got killed by Antifa super soldiers, or not killed, but so he's super paranoid that like somebody's after him. The end of the movie, the sheriff gets into a shootout with, we don't know who these people are.
Yeah.
But they're Antifa.
alluded to.
They're alluded to as being Antifa super soldiers, but upon closer examination, they are definitely like paid protesters.
Yeah, flown in by
The
interests.
local, like, yeah, so there's a tech company, Solid Gold Magikarp, and throughout the movie, you always see him in the background, like,
Yes.
there's a representative for them who's, like, always forcing Pedro Pascal into, like, signings and doing deals, and, like,
Just trying to get it over the table. We just got to get this thing signed.
so as these townspeople are going insane and neurotic with their own little political narratives, you see, the tech mogul company profits off of all this. Like, yeah, believe whatever you want, just make sure the goddamn data center gets built.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what's going on in your little lives. It doesn't matter whether you're killing each other doing
Right.
stuff. But like, big business needs to happen, and we need to get this thing pushed through.
Which is also very Western. Like, I think of Once Upon a Time in the West, which is a Western about the death of the West, and its whole thing is like a train station's being built that's going to be coming through here, and it's going to civilize everything.
Yeah, we're finally going to bring some class
And so what Eddington's doing with like the data center being built there is a very like dark satirical inversion of that, where like what's coming is death, basically. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you guys have
All the
seen,
water.
but those things, are gonna like fucking sap up all the water.
I didn't realize that they can only use drinking water. It's not that they use water.
Yeah,
it's that they
the
use
environmental
drinking
damage
water.
Eddington's about to face, just
Yeah.
horrible.
Oh God.
Oh God, the sequel would be amazing.
My favorite moments during the town hall digital was like, well, tell them how this is gonna like drain all this water. We're in a drought right now. It's like we're always in a drought.
yeah.
It's like, ugh.
Yeah, the world's always getting warmer. Like,
Yeah. Well, it's very funny because I feel like there's always been talks in Austin. It's like, oh man, the water levels. There's only so much. I'm like, okay, but like we're literally building. Like we haven't stopped building. If anything, we've built even more apartment complexes in a place you're telling me is like having trouble getting water already. Like, excellent. Let's add more faucets. Like, that doesn't solve that problem we talked about earlier. But maybe it does, and maybe it's fascism that makes it work.
And it's really cool in Eddington's cinematography, the way everybody gets further and further behind screens as the movie progresses. Like, if you notice at the beginning, people are talking to each other through glass panes, but there's a lot of good cinematography going on with, like, people recording themselves for the internet, or, like, you seeing characters in reflections, characters talking through doors at each other, just, like, building those distances and the way the phone contributes to that.
Yeah.
It's so good how it just straight up takes charge of like representing the now. Quentin Tarantino has stated he doesn't know how to shoot cell phones or they're boring or whatever. And it's like, well, I think that's a skill issue. Like,
yeah, genuinely, like you're fucking Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, man.
Like,
come on now.
You can't figure it out.
You make this whole movie that like pays homage to the 70s Hollywood. Like, you got the streets looking that accurate, and like you can't figure out how to make compelling cell phone stuff.
It's because all he does is look at feet pics on his phone. He's like, I don't know how to how do I just show feet pics all the time?
Right. Even the Succession guy, I didn't like Mountain Head, the movie. I thought it was very kind of flat and boring. But the way people use, it would make a good stage play.
I think
I was about to say, the way people using cell phones in that film though looked, I felt was really neat and felt kind of real.
Yeah.
In terms of like, they don't really do like any super animated like text screen bubbles or close-ups to their text. You just see the dudes like getting notifications on their phone, looking up, telling their friends what they're reading.
Yeah, which is very real to life. Like that's exactly what we do. I really like that.
But then, like in Eddington, you see this whole fascist desire to be a hero, like this whole death drive, like all the characters are speaking towards their deaths. The want to be a hero, the want to be the best podcaster, all that stuff.
Oh God, yeah.
So the second time around, like I was like, okay, yeah, they're Antifa super soldiers, but they're like hate actors and stuff. But also, like he summons them there because of his victim complex, where he has to go on TV and say all this shit and like do his little cover up. Like it is a creation of his own making in a way. It's not like the actual Antifa are trying to do this. It's not like Ari Aster saying like the Antifa are real and they're trying to kill cops. It's that
it's like people are taking advantage of the situation to get what they need in that moment.
Like he like fundamentally upsets the flow of power. He like disrupts by running for mayor against Pedro Pascal. Yeah, he disrupts like all the business deals that were like being worked on as far as like this data center getting built and all that.
God, it's fucking Mike from Breaking Bad. We had a good thing. We had a good thing going.
Right. And so like the cringe kind of lib protesters too. It's great because like they're these kind of like young kids who are like trying to protest and like doing it ineffectively.
Truly well-meaning
whites.
Yes, the exact ones that you hate listening to.
And it's great because like their analysis is 100% on point. Like they call out the police for being a racist, murderous, like homicidal force.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he's doing. Like that's exactly what the cops are doing, but like what they fail to do is like apply it in any like meaningful way. Like, you know, they can do symbolic
they're just calling it out.
But they don't know how to like actually like do anything about their crooked small town sheriff who's about to like go on a killing spree and frame his deputies for it.
Yeah, just to get out. God. The movie is so good.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. If Pipe Rock Theory was not my pick for movie of the year, it would probably be Eddington at this point.
Yeah, it was.
And like Eddington and Pipe Rock Theory are kind of channeling the same paranoia podcaster like anxieties of the now. Like everybody,
we saw the guy at the Kirk
for that Looking Glass self. Yeah, at the Kirk, there's that Mormon guy who's like, "It's your boy."
Jesus is the Lord. Jesus will save you. Jesus will protect you. We were at Charlie Kirk. The man who's taking the moment for his personal gain when someone has just lost their life. And it's that same sort of like
Charlie Cook.
I think that's another thing I really liked about. I really liked the whole data center thing going on the entire time, and I think that was the most poignant part of the whole thing for me. Was like, it's just a big building from the outside, but like all the people that are like, the town is being thrown into chaos during all this, and those are the
no
people
one's even going to be manning it because it's like it's a fucking computer station. Like it's just going to be a big old fucking environmental sink.
Yeah.
That's why like my favorite shot of the movie is the closing shot because it's like it's a wide shot in the desert from far away at night of the data center next to Eddington. And so you see both the data center and Eddington lit up at night in the desert. And they're like two little islands in the composition. And the thing is, Eddington is small, and it is like the lights are broken up, so it's kind of like not as bright as the data center in the foreground, which is bigger than the entire town and brighter than it. Like just the total erasure of the town for the data center implied in the shot. It's good shit.
Yeah. Dude, I just really love how funny the movie was, because it was hilarious.
Right.
Like, if you don't know that things are supposed to be funny, I can definitely see where that movie would be a bit confusing.
Right. But also, like, I mean, remember when Starship Troopers came out and people didn't get that? Like,
yes,
I think that's
exactly.
just kind of like how
There's
this
gonna be
shit goes.
people.
Yeah, always.
That's how we're in the fascist state.
Or I'm just making fascist mythology about people being too dumb to understand movies, which is probably also valid. Like,
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
right, my controller's doing something funky, but okay, cool. All right, I need some armor, but also, haha, I saved my ammo.
Nice.
Come here, punk.
Fucking bitch. Oh, no, you don't.
There we go. Okay.
Excellent. Nice.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Love these giant demons. Man.
Yeah, because another thing, like, to get back to the idea in Eddington that like the older generation are insisting and kind of enforcing their picture of the world in place of any kind of new vision for the youth. Think about the one protester kid who learns all the social justice language, and then he goes home and he tells his dad, and his dad calls him stupid, but in much meaner and bigoted terms.
Uses that classic R word.
Yeah.
The classic 2000s.
And that's the end of it. It's like there's no talking with your elders about this. Like they
don't.
They're set in stone as far as what they believe, and you're an idiot for like the youth. The youth are to be belittled and made fun of for their inefficiencies rather than assisted or like guided or actually entered in dialogue with or taken seriously.
Yeah. God, it's so painful. Also, the kid, like, the mayor's son, what a wonderful asshole, just like a shit stirrer.
Yeah.
Who
There's a great little teen melodrama that uses Instagram in a pretty fun way, I think.
Yeah, like the movie is like, I was surprised at the pace too, because like, what, it's like a 2-hour movie?
Yeah, it's like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I'm starting to suspect, because I remember when I watched Tar feeling this way as well, where I think it was the year Black Panther Wakanda Forever came out, which was like a 2.5 hour movie, and I was just like, this is too long. And then Tar came out and it was 2 hours 40 minutes, and I was like, wait, no, but this feels good still. Like,
yeah, it's all about the like, is the story good enough to demand
Right.
that much time, or are you just having a
high
really
and
long
low,
movie?
masterpiece. It's like a 2.5 hour movie. It's like, yeah.
Yes. Which I am intrigued to see highest to lowest.
Me too. Yeah, this level's pretty cool. Like, I like seeing the icon in the back as I progress through these encounters.
Yeah, that is really fucking cool.
But with those Ur-Fascism points in mind and Eddington in mind, maybe after we take a break, we'll come back and talk about Cemetery Man a bit. I'm kind of looking for a stopping point or a pause point for right now.
Yeah, maybe after these guys, whatever this is. The man. I also really like the history of like who assaulted the wife and how Joaquin Phoenix and the mother-in-law who lives with him after his wife leaves.
Yeah.
Like, the woman he like does not want to deal with is the woman who ends up being his caretaker.
Kinda, yeah.
Like,
if he was not a profitable body.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So he gets in a fight with these Antifa super soldiers, and just to let you know how the movie ends, he is paralyzed.
Yeah, from a gunfight, you know?
Yeah,
he
gets stabbed in the head. It's pretty graphic.
It's great.
It's so brutal, but he survives it, and it is played for humor. Like, you think he's dead, you'd rather he be dead. He should be dead.
He
really.
should be dead, and you want to be like, oh god, he's still gonna.
But
be
no, so like he gets stabbed in the head, but he survives, and this other team videotapes the whole thing and shoots the dude who was like murdering him. that kid gets like a internet popularity and all that for like saving the sheriff and being a brave little boy.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix is paralyzed and he becomes the mayor because Pedro Pascal's dead by this point. His only competition's gone.
Just nothing you can do about it.
What am I doing? I'm just eating that sword guy. Is that a Hell Knight with swords? Is that a different type of guy than what I've been facing? Do I lose the special dude I killed, or does that just save forever now? Okay.
Want to pause it here for the time being?
Yeah. So yeah, I was just because I was bringing up that he's a vegetable at the end. I don't remember exactly where I was going with that, besides explaining what happens at the end. But he's made a vegetable. He's a little puppet mayor. Solid gold magic card gets the data center built.
Yep.
And his mother-in-law lives happily ever after with his male nurse.
Yes, male caretaking nurse.
There's a great piece of male nudity with a tender slap and apology that I really like.
That was a very real funny moment. Sad, funny. Just like the levels of it. Like the entire movie is just like, to what end? And then it shows you to what end.
Yeah.
Like, gotcha.
Like, the people can believe whatever magic bullshit they want as long as commerce gets to occur. You know?
Exactly, and that was the best thing, is like, it did such a good job at like taking the interpersonal stories of all these people in this town and how COVID became the pressure cooker for people to just like absolutely lose their minds but feel justified in like what they are doing.
Yeah.
Like the lie that he told himself of like that who actually assaulted his wife.
Right. Again, everybody gets to act out their own little hero narratives.
Yep. I'm the hero of my story. It's like, all right, but like if we're all heroes, who are your villains in your story?
Right. It's like, wait, but like your villains aren't real. Like that didn't actually happen. Like you've built this all on a lie. Like
this is a lie.
Why would you even like? You have to know on some level this is a lie, right? Why are you going public with this information, kind of a thing?
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Alright, maybe I'm closer to it than I thought.
Nice. No! Dumb.
Weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did pre-order a physical copy of Eddington because, nice. That second rewatch really got me thinking it might be my favorite Ari Aster.
Yes,
Which I think there's something. I felt the compulsion to do this ever since I saw the movie the first time, where I was just like, oh, I think I now like Ari Aster more than Robert Eggers as a director.
Yeah,
my mind feels compelled to compare the two just because they're like the two associated with like the
A24 and
elevate,
like that.
the whole elevated horror renaissance.
Yeah,
and more so than just because of that, like Nosferatu felt like Eggers just really likes living within the elevated horror like genre. Like he likes doing the little like, well, like what if we do Nosferatu but serious? What if we do Vikings but realistic? What if we do
the fucking what's Lighthouse's creepy Merman's Tale?
Oh, I'm just at the boss, eh? Okay.
Well.
Okay. You know what? I do feel a little soy-faced boy about the icon of sin being the final boss to Doom Eternal. Like, I like this whole Doom Eternal is like Doom 2 to Doom 2016's Doom 1 cycle. Like, I do like that.
Yeah.
I just hope this isn't some Donkey Kong Country bullshit. Like, the bosses in both Doom 2016 and this have turned into a few too many times for my liking. But you know what? We're gonna go to break before I find that out. It is right now 9:21. We'll be back like at like 33, 34. We'll talk a bit more about Eddington. We're going to talk about Cemetery Man, which we watched this weekend. But until then, y'all take care. We'll be right back. All right, we're hot, Jacob. We are so hot. So fucking hot. Damn.
God damn.
All right, we're back for the finale of Doom Eternal. Welcome back to TECHNOPOVERTY. I'm Henry.
I'm Jacob.
And just for a little station ID, I know we didn't really front load it too much this time. We've been playing Doom Eternal. We've been reading Paradise Lost. We've been talking Eddington. We're going to talk a little bit about Cemetery Man, but it's what we do here at TECHNOPOVERTY. We use video games as an excuse to read books. We read books as an excuse to play video games. Bounce it off with you there in the chat and see what comes to mind, see what we can find out through just hanging.
Yeah, osmosis, see what we can all gather.
We've been reading, or we read a bit of Umberto Eco's Ur-Fascism, or Jacob read, and I'm here, as you can see, fighting the icon of sin. Oh boy.
That's one big honky.
Okay, so just break his armor and shoot the squishy parts. That makes sense to me.
Ensuring the exposed energy shell deals no damage.
He's already, damn, to bring up Donkey Kong again, god damn it. You know what, let's play the game. Jacob.
Let's do it.
Do you see how what we were talking about Paradise Lost with the whole just like delusional, like doing the stupidest thing again and again, Satanism-ness of it, like the same sense of like satirical humor. You see why I say Paradise Lost would make like a Coen Bros ass movie?
Oh, absolutely. Like it would be
maybe
sick. Like an Oh Brother Where Art
Ari Aster just made a truly satanic piece of art. You know?
Honestly, he might have.
Not in the like oh fire and brimstone gothy way, but in the like oh no Miltonian like shooting yourself in the dick over and over again, just like stupidity and waste like leading to death way.
Yeah. They're already trying to give you the sentinel.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
okay, bro.
It just happened. Like we just got it.
I spent how many sessions on that stupid flying queen?
Yeah, and they're like, but are you fuck off.
Do I have to use specifically the minigun turrets? I'm not opposed to it, but like...
I don't think so.
Okay, buddy. I just really didn't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Icon of sin.
Oh, am I out of ammo already? Damn.
Dude.
Can I just do this? Nice.
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 Hell yeah, one of eight. Daggum dorks. Cool. This gun destroy Batman. The Icon of Sin. That's a great name too.
I do like it, yeah.
Like,
it's one of the reasons Doom 2 left such an impact on me is because I really like its final boss.
yeah.
I know he's a big wall, but like as an event, it's neat.
Yeah, it's so like
Also,
immediately epic.
as I talked about way long ago, but I'm happy to bring up again. Just Doom 2 knows how to make vistas that are a bit more eye-catching than Doom 1.
Yeah.
A lot of Doom 1's horizon is a bit too flat, a bit too plain. It's simply just kind of eye-level, one-story stuff. Doom 2 really understood like there needed to be some spectacle, so there's horizons that are like vistas, like huge caves and caverns, and like the Icon of Sin is just
It's a huge room.
Yeah,
like it's vast.
It's the manifestation of that into like a final boss. It is the game's final boss being the game's prime feature.
Yeah.
It is, you know, very harmonious.
It's just so wild too, just like how, I mean, the DNA of Doom is everywhere now. So like playing it now is just, it's kind of crazy. It's like, oh wow, how iconic things have been for Doom and where it's come from. I hate these stupid little, the flaming hands, whatever. I'll fucking slice that guy.
Yeah. I like that they give you all these swords.
Yeah.
That's very generous. Thank you, game.
Yeah. Especially after the last, after the angel demon, having to deal with her.
Yeah. Health. Did I get it? What? What was that? Too much fire. What?
What just happened?
I just got torched pretty hard, is what happened.
I gotta say, oh, stage 2, excellent. Shoot, destroy the 8 body parts. So you gotta take off all that armor?
Yeah, I think stage 2 just means like I got to the fight.
Oh, gotcha. What was it? What? Okay, I suppose. Hell yeah. Hold on. And then go to the desktop and click Icon of Sin. Have you tried turning it off and not again? How unsanitary is Doom to get its DNA everywhere? You know, that's very true of Doom. People just like their Doom. Their Doom and their gloom.
Yeah, again, as in Eddington, everybody's just wish casting their death.
Yeah. I know I am. Knife this bitch. He just does not deserve life.
Got him. What?
Get behind a wall on that bitch. What in the fuck? Or something. Perfect. Just what we needed. This is good. This is great. We like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to start a metal band called the Icon of Sin. So cool.
I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't already, honestly.
There has to be an album.
Somebody look that up in Metal Archives.
Yeah, let's go. Metal Archives.
Yeah, 3 of 8 armor sections destroyed, eh?
All right, 4 bands. Icon of Sin.
That makes sense.
Fair. They can be the best one. Damn. It's good to know there's lots of bands named Manslaughter.
I think you mean Man's Laughter.
Men's Laughter. I wanted an all lesbian thrash metal band called Manslaughter. I just think it would be great. Fuck these dorks. Show me stupid little hammer.
Cool.
Yeah. Just no.
Yeah, no.
Like, absolutely not deal with that bullshit.
I see the dude with the swords, I get mine. You know?
Yeah, you know, bring a sword to a sword fight.
And get his other arm, but also I want to chance all this guy. And you.
You ready to pop, bitch?
No, I want him to, yeah.
Ah, there you go. Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, sure, man.
Sure, man. Oh, hell.
Why not, brother?
Oh, come on now, Jack.
Come on, Jack.
Remember that. Remember that.
Remember Jack?
Remember Jack.
I remember Jack.
I remember Jack. Simpler talk.
Just always doing the stupidest, silly little things, pissing off his buddy.
Oh, come on, Jack. You're killing me, man.
Jack and Joe. Oh, come on, Jack. Don't do that.
The quaint times of 2023.
It was such a simple, easy time, you know? Nice. God, it's so nice just being able to fucking slice those dudes.
Alright. Harvesting my resources, okay, shield guy, where are you? You're getting...
You're sorted.
You're getting sorted.
Where the fuck are you?
Yeah,
there you are.
are.
You cut that shit out right now.
Yep.
You, sir, are a thorn in my ass. Oh, we're trying to be right back. How about you?
Oh, yeah, thanks. Oh.
Whoa. All right, cool. Well, he took care of that for you, I suppose.
What do I have to hit that arm with? Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Whoa. Sinful icon.
Where's like a dude I can sword for health? Come on now.
Right. Just jump and slice him. I'll give you something. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that fucking asshole.
Okay, I need prioritize breaking the armor faster, I think.
He's looking for a bit of his dick. I gotta knock that shit off his hands so we can't fucking do that.
Oh, does that actually?
I think so. Yeah, there you go. No flames on his hands. At least on that hand. This sinful icon. Yeah, nice. Shoot me in the titty. Take out that chest plate. It's pretty cool that you got to see the icon of sin walking around this whole time, and now you just get to beat the shit out of him. Like, that really is pretty fun.
Back half of this game, I've liked the level design more.
Yeah. Burning step.
Spring master those toes. Okay.
Once I figured out what my job was,
Yeah,
it
you
became
know.
quite clear. Speaking of, Cemetery Man.
Oh man, great film.
What year is that movie from? Could you look that up real quick?
Yeah, actually, I want to say 93 or 4.
I want to say 94, yeah.
De la Morte dell'Amor.
De la Morte dell'Amore, The Cemetery Man. If you are a fan, damn, I just wasted that BFG out. If you're a fan of Supernatural, or Buffy the Vampire Slayer, or Jim Butcher, or Devil May Cry, or Silent Hill, buddy, does this movie have stuff for you?
Yeah.
De la Morte dell'Amore is the caretaker of a cemetery, and for some reason at this cemetery,
94.
94.
Yeah.
For some reason at the cemetery, every now and then, after being buried for 7 days, certain bodies come back to life. He doesn't know why. He doesn't understand how this works or why this is so, but
It just is.
it's just part of the job. He's become so accustomed to it that, like, you know, he hears a little knock at his shack and he'll open the door and it'll be a zombie. It'll just be a zombie corpse and he'll just shoot it.
Yeah, he just has his gun out.
But to talk about what this movie has to do with hell and no exit and perception, it's a movie where the character's perception of himself becomes so detached from what the rest of the world is. And because of that, he's very easy to manipulate. He thinks no one knows about this magic curse. And so he acts accordingly. He's always trying to hide his shame.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, it's not so much no one knows about the curse, it's that no one cares. He's built this whole hero persona around managing his appearance to the rest of the people in this small town as the Cemetery Man.
Yeah.
And it's completely destroyed his ability to, like, socialize or reach out to anyone beyond his own small world. Which
He's got like an invalid best friend.
Yeah. Yeah, his best friend is his only friend is his coworker, who's like a weird little goblin dude.
Very weird.
He doesn't really talk. He operates on very base impulses. He's a very lusty, little greedy, hedonistic, like barely speaking animal.
Yeah,
It's
base
kind of like
nature
he's
creature.
alone with his id, basically. You know?
Yeah.
Like he's alone with his animal instincts. Like that's the only thing he really has as this caretaker of the cemetery.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things is, as I said, he's so accommodated to busting up zombies as they just appear at his door that he just answers his door gun pointed. Mm-hmm. I think there's a real fun moment in the movie where halfway through there's a woman who knocks on his door and he just opens it gun pointed at her face and just expecting it to be the undead. Like,
yeah,
he's been so transformed by the job that he just looks antisocial. He just is antisocial on like impulse, you know?
Yeah. And no one else is ready for that in this little town.
Whoa. What am I doing?
Eternal Hellfire is bad. Gotta show this dwarf what's on. Nice. Yeah, no, you got it.
Nice.
Rocket launch that bitch.
And I think that speaks to something in the fascist man. This is also an Italian movie about fascism. Like, everybody's operating on their perception of like the mythology of how things are, not necessarily seeing each other, which is why, like, again, it's like kind of like nobody really cares what the truth is about all these bodies disappearing or coming back to life. Like, for the detective, he just like, oh, I just have more unsolved cases to throw on my desk, whatever. There's no sense of care. Everybody's just playing out narratives.
Yeah, just going through the motions or whatever they need to.
So they're kind of dead before they die, in a sense.
Man. And talk about a movie, the practical effects, the art direction.
Yeah, we're talking about this movie and kind of like I'm talking about like the serious side of it, but it is like Eddington, a satire, and it is very funny and like.
Yeah, it's also not what I didn't understand the first time I was watching it is it's kind of like. Not skits, but like kind of like
episodes.
Yes, episodes. Yeah. And I didn't really understand that until it was like, well, it's, you know, based off of a comic.
The episodic thing threw me off the first time as well because I would argue the most visually spectacular kind of thing happens a bit too early.
Oh yeah, with the
motorcycle.
Sprites.
And the sprites and stuff.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff happens at the beginning of the movie. So again, as we said, people get buried in the cemetery. They come back 7 days later. It doesn't seem to have any rhyme or reason, although there's like a thematic reason, I'd say. There's a thematic order to the way things escalate. Yeah. But it is very episodic, case by case, like, okay, this happens and these people get buried here, and then this happens, these people get buried here.
Yeah, I love the woman who's just like, who just wants her motorcycle hobby.
Yeah, there's a biker dude who dies and he bursts out of the grave on his motorcycle. It's cool as hell.
It's so fun.
It looks straight out, it is straight out Devil May Cry 3.
Yeah, it is cool as hell.
Oh man.
I was thinking that'd be a really cool Halloween costume.
Yeah.
There's that dude.
The cemetery man.
Yeah, dude. Oh, you should definitely go.
And so him as the cemetery man, like he has to manage the dead for this town, and that's literally the job. It's like it's managing the dead. It's knowing all their dark secrets. It's knowing the underbelly of the town. It's being intimate with everybody's like it's the
dirty
dead,
secrets of the town.
dirty secrets. Like all the
who's
all
sleeping
the,
with who?
Yeah. Who's having affairs? That kind of thing. And you realize as like these skits compound that like he's kind of like Jack Nicholson in The Shining in the sense that like he's the caretaker. He's the dude who is meant for this role because he will sarcastically like bite his tongue and act all cheeky and cool about doing it, but like. You know,
he wouldn't fit anywhere else.
He
could not do any other
else.
job.
He's been made a eunuch by this job. Quite literally, at one point, there's a whole episode where he almost castrates himself for the sake of this woman.
Yeah.
And this is the thing too, because the character she plays, there's one actress who plays like 3 different female characters in this movie, but like. They're very intentionally, like, they look the same. It's kind of like a haunting kind of thematic thing. Again, if you like Silent Hill, you'll like this movie.
God damn, it's so good. We'll definitely have to
and,
watch
like, you realize by the 3rd time she shows up what's up as far as everything being, like, metaphor and allegory. But it's very interesting how, like, she's always, like, secretary or the mistress of a much older man, or like in some way she's also stuck in a role of like a submissive like doll for power.
Yeah, it's always the like in like what he's hoping is like an unhappy marriage. So it's like it's
Yeah,
so old,
yeah. There's
I'm
always
young
an
and
unhappy
hot.
marriage, or the mayor has a mistress that's not really. She's only really in it because he's, you know, mayor and because of the political position and such.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh man.
God, it's so fucking good. Also, beautiful people throughout the entire movie, men and women. Like,
Yeah.
great casting.
Great bisexual gaze going on.
Yeah. And like, it's really, man, it's really highly recommend if you see the movie you like it, to buy it.
If you like
The
Army
physical
of Darkness or Evil Dead,
Oh yeah.
it's very much an Italian take on that, with a bit more horniness.
Yeah, I do. I appreciate how horny it is. It's got its European sensibilities, and I appreciate that. I
Yes.
really think that like adds a lot.
Yeah, because there's some sex jokes in there that I think if it wasn't a pointed satire, they'd be tasteless. But because it has a point and it's directing itself towards something,
Yes.
it becomes meaningful in the way we've been lacking meaning here in Doom Eternal. Because like none of these because we're playing the Revenant, you know, it's not guided towards a bigger cause.
It's just the most game.
Yeah.
We love the most.
What pieces of armor does he still have?
Oh, left side, his left arm and left breastplate, whatever. Yeah. I guess lower abs. You gotta hit his cum gutters.
Okay. Well, like there's, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. There you go.
I
There you
was
go.
like, I got some dudes stalking me I need to take out.
Yeah, just keep just swording these boys. They give you plenty of swords. Was that an extra life I saw over there, or was that a shield?
It was armor, but also
Gotcha.
valuable, you know?
Yeah. It's like, there's more of like, I didn't remember seeing that earlier. Don't. This fucking chuckle fuck.
What?
What you fucking. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck you and your stupid stuff. These guys are dumb.
Oh shit.
You can do it, you can do it.
Come here.
You can do it. Yeah, there you go, You good. Nice.
There's a third. Where is he?
There he is, he was back there. There, that's one of them. I think there might be a second one, but don't worry about him right now. You worry about that other big goon.
Got him. Got his other armor, I think. 7 out of 8. What's left?
Yeah, abs maybe, or part of the shoulder. Oh, maybe abs. Not the damn abs. Oh, Lord. Nice. Kill these dudes.
Oops.
That bitch about to get a sword if he doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Yeah. Right in the abs. That's satisfying now.
Where'd you go?
He blew up. Fucking Icon of Sin killed him. Abs, hit him in the abs. Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh. A little overzealous. That's all right though. We like the approach.
Oh, I need some armor. Oh no!
Oh no! No! Whoa. Are you so close to killing him? Maybe?
No, he has 2 other bars.
Oh. Yeah, so never mind.
But I am close to breaking off his armor, is the thing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Fucking weird dude. Nice.
Did it? Kind of.
Almost. Yeah, keep going.
God damn you! Yeah, there we go.
Taking this Sheboygan.
Cool.
Oh, what up, Ghost Bro?
Hey, Ghost Bro. Thank you for haunting us. We love our specters, don't we, folks?
It's true.
We love our beautiful specters. They keep us haunted. They keep us scared.
We have the greatest of them.
How can we function as a society without fear? We need our ghosts.
We need our ghosts, folks. We need them everywhere. You gotta keep them haunted.
Fuck your noise. Kill your boys. Something that I also like about Cemetery Man is, as he's been detached from the real, as he's been put in his own little corner and not able to socialize with society, He's not sure what the value of life is anymore. He actually goes on hallucinogenic killing sprees that later turn out to be real, but they play well with this whole just dissolution of like life is lived for suffering thing. It's the literalization of that. Like they have to suffer, they have to pay for it. And it's interesting because when he goes on these little Jack the Ripper episodes, they typically reflect exactly the kind of abuse that he has just suffered at the hands of like the mayor or the detective. It's a very interesting look at the way power presses abuse into people, and like those people will perpetuate what's been done to them. Oh man, okay. What am I doing? There we go. Excellent.
There you go.
Just gotta clean through with the sword.
Yep. Slice these bitches. Keep collecting swords.
Collect armor, collect swords.
And destroy that
Swords
armor
are
on that
not toys.
fucking icon.
Okay.
The Madonna of Sin.
Oh, I just wasted that one, didn't I?
Yeah, the thing just went over his head.
So it's just his arms I need at this point, it seems.
Yeah, I got them abs.
It's the way a game conditions you to behave a certain way. Does the game abuse you? No, I don't think so. You volunteer for it, you can leave at any time. I hope you're not being subjected to any jigsaw-like puzzles. Chat, that would suck. Please.
Yeah, blink twice if you are.
Right. Yeah. SOS if you're being tortured by gaming. Although if gamers are giving you shit, well, yeah, they suck.
Gamer.
I'm a fake gamer boy.
Yeah.
No, gamers with a Y are cool. Gamers no Y, bad.
Yeah.
I think that's a good heuristic there.
Like, we want the good ones. We want the cool, fun ones. We are going to be elitists because we are going to be the fascists for this. We're going to have underlings and we're going to hate every single one of them for liking us.
Can I sword his fist if I get close enough?
Grungy boys.
This isn't Donkey Kong Country, but this is Donkey Kong for the Game Boy, for sure.
Yeah.
There's a final boss in the Donkey Kong Game Boy game. I'm talking not about Donkey Kong Country ports for the Game Boy, I'm talking about just Donkey Kong for the Game Boy, the classic one where you're Mario chasing Donkey Kong, who kidnaps... I don't believe it's not Princess Peach, I forget what the name of the lady is in Donkey Kong, because I don't think it's Daisy. It's not Peach. I don't think it's Diana. It's not Rosalina. Somebody who's more of a Nintendo adult than me, please.
Yeah, please feel free to edit.
I need to know. Who am I forgetting here?
Help us.
But anyways, at the end of that Donkey Kong for the Game Boy, you fight a big, giant, supersized Donkey Kong, just like this, basically. You have to...
Big monkey.
Yeah, you have to get barrels and do like a convoluted throw around thing, and yeah. Shit, dude.
To take out them hands first.
Oh, I like taking out the abs first, but yeah, I think I'll do the hands after that.
Yeah.
Just, I don't think that BFG did anything, did it?
No.
Everything's on fire, got it. Also, I should use my BFG shots near the end. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. What did that? Why?
Oh, nice.
Okay, where are the enemies?
Yeah.
No, oh wait, I think that did hit actually.
Yeah. Destroy that boy. Nice.
Oh, fuck.
God. Sleep now in the fire. Hell, man. Are game designs that are heavily oriented around systems more like toys than games? In a sense, could be.
Well, I don't know if like, cause well, sorry. Just
You worry about the icon of soon.
give me your health, please. Okay. Because I'm thinking of like what's the value and the distinction between like a game and a toy, because aren't games toys? Ow, no,
Nope, don't
I
do
hate
that.
you, I hate you, I hate you. Give me your health.
Nice. So close.
Alright, I hear big boy. Alright, yeah. Alright, what's left?
What was that hand?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. The Ghost Bro. What I mean is toys contain games, but games exclude toys. That's the way I'm looking at it. Like, I kinda get it. Go in there and F it in the A.
Alright, what? So it's just the same thing again? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I'm
but the
stripping it down more.
Yeah. Removing the flesh.
I don't know about game implying the extra level of utility, but maybe if I were to include like art, where you ascend from like just like the game with a set of rules for the sake of like a fun like indulgence. I mean, art's still an indulgence, but like the articulation of a more coherent or cohesive idea through the unifying of parts. Like, I think this is very much just a toy. I don't really consider it like a... I don't know, there hasn't been like that ludonarrative harmony click in the same way like even something like Dante's Inferno is trying to articulate something more. But you know what? I'm gonna turn this guy into goop. Let's keep going.
Goop him up.
It's just the same thing on another scale. This could be a bit of a gauntlet. All right. Where is he? Okay.
Yeah. Good.
Nice. Good hit. Good hit. Good hit.
Yeah. a Ghost Bro. Is Doom Eternal like one of those driving toys where it's a steering wheel and an endlessly looping projected road?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
A little earlier, I was talking about the way the game is structured and the way the incentives are doled out. It's not so much that you're, like, there's nothing about being the Doomslayer, or like, so there's a story where you're playing as a character called the Doomslayer, but the game's so much more focused on telling you to get all the collectibles and do all the little secret hunts and
you gotta get
check
your
out
apartment.
all the boxes, like
Make your apartment look cool.
yeah, you gotta get all the Funko Pops on your shelf in your little dormitory.
Solo bachelor pad.
So it's a game celebrating this collection of gaming tropes more than it is trying to like do anything with those tropes. It's an H.P. Lovecraft story. Like, you're reading it so that you can say you read something old with big words. Like, that's actually, let's go with that a bit further there. So like H.P. Lovecraft, like a lot of people, I don't know, this may be less common now, but as a teen, he was kind of like the old school like horror guy that, like, if you were edgy and really in the know.
It's not Alfred or
It's not Stephen King. It's not. It's
Edgar
old.
Allan Poe.
It's not
like the
Edgar
other.
Allan Poe. Yeah. It's the other old horror dude.
Exactly. I'm cooler.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, so Lovecraft, he has a lot of, like, just convoluted prose. It's archaic on purpose. It feels very rewarding to understand, but, like, then you get to, like, reading multiple of his stories, and you understand, oh, this is, like, the same trick just over and over again. And then you read something maybe by, like, William Holt Hodgson or Lord Dunsany. Hell, you read an actual classic that uses that archaic language properly, like Paradise Lost, and you start realizing, like, oh, this is all affect, and it's kind of like stupid affect. Like, every one of these stories is just about a detective, like, finding something, and then Lovecraft being like, and then it was so horrific you couldn't believe, and then
I couldn't think of an ending, so I said I went crazy.
Yeah.
Like, every single fucking book. That was the most frustrating thing, because I also want to be an edgy teenager who got into him.
So, like, every one of these encounters, it's like, yes, and then you did the bop it, you did the prescribed video game, you played the video, you emptied the boss health bar, and you did a video games, and that's just very much the mode this game's operating on.
Yeah. Oh, secondary fire.
The shield?
Yeah. Bitch. God, he's an ugly motherfucker.
Just like the Predator.
Truly.
What's chat saying?
L-Man says, I like this. It's about affording an experience rather than merely being an activity.
Yeah. Affording an experience rather than being an activity. I like that phraseology there.
Yeah, that is a really good distinction of it, too.
Are you going to the show because you like the band, or because you want to post that you go to the show?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god, where's the... I thought there were some dudes to kill. Oh, there they are.
Kill those fuckers.
I need the health and resources.
Show that icon was seen. His fucking sick biceps.
Yeah.
Obscene.
Wonder what his routine is, you know?
How much do you think he can bench?
Oh man.
Just all of it?
3 times his body weight for sure.
Yeah.
I heard you, bro. Where'd you go? You were roaring. I got a sword for you. Yeah.
There you go.
I need 2 torch dudes before sorting them so I can get that armor pop. I'm underutilizing the armor pop.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay, I'm losing track of the actual icon.
Yeah.
I'm getting lost in the sauce of murder, but there's dudes around it. I just don't want around. Oh man. Somehow used the sword on the wrong guy. Okay, his head, so his head's still a thing. Okay. Okay. Oh, hey, health.
Yeah. Yeah, get it.
Then Cyber Macubite. Dang it. Okay. Okay, we got some rockets now. Where's the icon? I need to
Find the sinful icon. Whoa. It's going crazy up in here.
Yeah. I don't like it. No, sir. Got it. Okay, it's just his arm now, it looks like.
Nice. Nice.
Oh. Thank you. Okay. Where is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Damn close.
It's okay, because I'm at this, yeah.
Goodbye. You're the sheriff in this town. You're soon to be mayor.
Yeah. Oh no.
No, TV. Sorry. Right, we're good. Sorry, Mark. Alright. Everyone's back.
It's all good, Barney. It's all good.
Yeah. You're cozy. Henry's taken care of. We're all good. Love the gross sound effects for this thing.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Hell yeah. Look at that, no abs on them.
I need some ammo.
Yeah. Good.
Boom, 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 boom.
You only got 2 of 8 armor.
Nice. I need more ammo. Wow.
Oh man.
A lot of chaos. Okay. What's left on him?
A lot of them is still. Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
The demon will be slain. Oh man. Oh. There's something in my eye that doesn't want to get out.
No.
Ah. Okay, we're good.
You're not going blind, are you?
No, thank God. Oof.
Sir, I need to chainsaw you. Thank you.
We're gonna need that head of yours. You're not doing much with it. You can work over the weekend, right? You don't have anything planned
Right.
with your family?
This is a corporate take. This is a hostile takeover.
Yeah. We're gonna need you all days. You're just always on call.
God.
Yeah. That on.
Okay. Okay. What threats are around?
That dude. Yeah, I can't tell if it's an archvile or whether it's a totem. Look at that gross boy.
His little bone hands.
Yeah, I do like the deconstruction of him this whole time. It's really
Yeah, I like ripping him apart piece by piece.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Now you can destroy the icon of sin.
And I got a weapon point.
Yes. We did it, Barney. We did it.
Nice. Oh.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Another moment.
Another moment, yeah, where player control would have been really cool.
Like you with the sword. You know, to defeat the demon you just spent all that time. Great seeing you, man. Thanks for swinging by.
Yeah.
Ew, gross.
Yeah, again, that was very much just doing the same thing over and over and over and over to a point where there was no compounding, like, joy to it. I've been bringing up Devil May Cry as, like, a character action game in comparison. And the thing about Devil May Cry at the baseline is, like, you can just stomp through the little enemies, and it's figuring out how to do the more elaborate shit that is more rewarding. Like,
yeah.
Devil May Cry gives you points for style and combos and keeping things varied. So if at worst you just get a bad combo counter, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but then it weaves that into like the actual thematics of the game because the protagonist is half demon, half human. And so it's about like mastering that inner rage inside and like directing it better. This was just
It was just bangs.
bop it.
Just the most guns.
I bopped it. I bopped the fuck out of it.
They did.
But you know what? We navigated hell. We've put away the eternal doom. I think we'll be going home now. I think we're done with hell. I think we found our way out. Yeah, I feel at peace with doom. Remember, yeah, I least amount of complaining maybe this session.
Yeah.
Mastery of the game expressed. Time with friends had. Mm-hmm. Read some great books this summer as we went through all of this. I think our next session will be going home. You ready for that, Jacob?
I think so. I think I'm ready to go.
So, you know, join us next time. We'll be at our house and figuring out where we go from here with the channel, you know? I think, I don't know, that's the devil's an anticlimax, but I guess that's part of the Satanism, the projection, the wanting a more noble enemy than what there actually is out there, you know?
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah.
I think that's some of the problem with our current administration and why they've been permitted to exist for so long, because there's a certain subset of liberals that are like, but I need a noble enemy to fight. It's not about, you know, fighting for the common good. It's about fighting evil.
Yeah, fighting the current evil who I say it is.
But, wow. I have no feelings about the story. Like, I remember when I was getting advertisements for Doom, The Dark Ages, the trailers and the commercials were all like, don't you want to check out don't you want to know the exciting conclusion to the cinematic, like,
the trilogy?
Like, no.
No, man,
no,
not really.
I don't. This told me nothing. There is no character to the Doomslayer. I guess dude who shoot, like, I don't need to know why the tough guy who does bop it puzzles does bop it puzzles. He does bop it puzzles because he's, you know.
Is he compelled? Sure, why
He's
not?
just compelled to.
This is his hell. This is Sisyphus.
a ghost bro. If you saw the first 10 minutes of that fight, you saw the rest of the fight. And thank you, Mask for Mask. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think about mechanics like the Devil Trigger in Devil May Cry, or like exhausting an enemy with parrying in Sekiro, and the ways like doing those patterns exhaust enemies, compound battles, make them, like, they reward the player for good play. All good play does here is bring more of the same loops. So it's like, oh, you play good? Do you play good now? Do you play good now? Do you play good now? Do you good play now? It's not cool. Do you want to go to the next level of like game like depth with like control? Like, no.
It is middle management.
It is middle management.
It's just like it's more of the same.
But we middle managed our way through Doom. I think, again, we'll be going home. Looking forward to that. Barney.
Thank goodness for it. Barney,
I think we're gonna go to a much cooler place next time.
Excited. It took a lot of people to make this too.
Yeah, I'm looking through these credits. We did all the credits for, you know, the WADs and the custom stuff. Let's definitely give credits, because again, there's nothing wrong with this game on a technical level. It was just like The Revenant, you know, being the most game, having the most lore, the most writing, the most mechanics, just conflicting ideas, all tearing at each other.
Yeah, I didn't realize the music was recorded here in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, I think id Software is a Texas company. Like a lot of
that's right.
A lot of
I always forget about
of the PC gaming scene in the '90s was Austin, Dallas, based.
Houston or whatever.
I think, doesn't the Wizardry guy live around here or something like that?
Yeah.
I think Lord British does. I don't know if that's Wizardry or Ultima. I may be mistaking it, but yeah, Austin does have you know, a tech scene.
Yeah, Barney, I know. We're out of hell.
We're out of hell. We finished No Exit. We finished Ur-Fascism. We've kind of helped define things better over the course of the summer as we've explored these liminal spaces and subliminal places.
Hell yeah. Heavens no, hell yeah.
Heavens no, hell yeah.
What a fun time to like dive in. Man, there was so much I forgot about this game that was just like, man, this game really wasn't memorable, I suppose. Like, I thought I was like, there are moments when I had fun, for sure, like, as you get closer and you have, like, the more powerful guns, but, like, there really aren't a lot of memorable moments of, like, oh, this is when this is happening. I was like, I didn't even remember half these boss battles.
Well, Mask for Mask, as No Exit kind of points towards, just don't worry so much about the perceptions of others, or don't let yourself be governed by an imaginary perception that may not even be true.
Yeah.
Talk it out with folks. Find friends who you can communicate with. I've played so much co-op this summer with Jacob, and we've been able to map out our feelings and what these things do to us.
Yeah.
Again, just like Milton advocates for in Paradise Lost, through communication with other humans, we can map out the territory. We can chart what's real and what's false, and where we can fix things and where we shouldn't pay no mind to things. And that starts with, you know, friendship. I think part of why I started TECHNOPOVERTY as well, or not part of why, but two features of TECHNOPOVERTY I kind of want to stick to as we keep going through is, I don't want it ever to just be me quietly or silently like playing a game with no one else, with no other like talk, with no related book or movie. I think through relating these texts to friends, with you, the chat, even through mixing it up, like a video game mixed with a book is kind of like the combo we've been going with. The purpose of that is to get you to get outside of just like the gamer brain mindset, the conditioned spaces of what video games make you think is possible and limited. Like, you have to, you know, echolocate outside with the real world. Be like, hey, I'm experiencing X, Y, and Z. I'm seeing this, this, and this. How about you? What does it say when those things differ? And what do those gaps mean? What do they infer? What do they say about society and the way we're socialized?
Yeah.
I think even in existing in that way, we're trying to demystify both the humanities, because the humanities, I don't know, in my whole adult life, the liberal arts degree has been scapegoated as like the downfall of everything, and just
for caring about art.
Yeah.
Like,
As
the pursuit of enjoying
this
life
this is like the kind of emotionally intelligent like stuff you need to dive into, consider to like navigate the adult world, because as we've seen with the way, I don't know, the hyper efficient STEM ruling of the world is going, it's causing a lot of alienation and people who don't understand how to handle their own feelings and emotions.
Yeah, it can be a hard one.
Used to say that about behavior at work. Culture does not exist in a vacuum. Yes. Mm-hmm. Behavior doesn't happen in a vacuum. Yes. Don't get sucked into a vacuum. Don't be like the protagonist of Cemetery Man, where you've been so acculturated to just death and corpses and hostility that even in your best graces trying to be a nice guy, you're a little weirdo.
Yeah. What up, Bounce House 42?
Hey, Bounce House, we did it.
It's a sick alien to be. Nice.
Don't call upon the Pumpkinhead.
God, what a great movie too.
So speaking of Holmes, I'm not gonna reread it because I actually don't really like it, but I am going to talk next session about House of Leaves. By David, I forget how to pronounce the guy's last name, but thinking about going home and houses and David Foster Wallace on the mind, I think I want to talk a bit. I'll take a few steps back because we talked about David Foster Wallace a bit while playing Doom 1, and I just want to talk about House of Leaves, maybe in comparison to Infinite Jest, because I think both books, in a similar way to Doom Eternal versus Augur Zenith, or any of the many current year Doom wads, there's some interesting compare and contrast you can go to between the two. I think in a lot of ways House of Leaves is the annoying book many people scapegoat Infinite Jest as being, and Infinite Jest is the sincere version of what House of Leaves is doing. I think House of Leaves is very 90s edgelord coded in a lot of ways, and kind of a shallow, convoluted mess.
Ghost Pro, want to read that? I've never read House of Leaves, but I know it by its cover.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like immediately, I've heard the lore of it.
I'll do
I'm
some.
intrigued.
I've read House of Leaves and Infinite Jest both once. I definitely want to reread Infinite Jest, although that's a big task. Maybe sometime down the line, if this project gains enough momentum, I can have time to dedicate to that. But I just want to talk about it in contrast with House of Leaves next time, with whatever we choose to play when we get home.
Yeah, goes from being a graphic designer nerd, so the gimmick hits for you. Yeah, I can completely understand that.
You like the actual charting and like the
Like the physicality of like the things that's describing in both, like in the physicality of the book.
I just think so much of what House of Leaves is doing is like, look at me, I have footnotes, and like, aren't I so clever for having a footnote in a footnote in a footnote? It's like 4 levels removed, man. Isn't that deep? But it's, I don't know, it's ultimately kind of too shallow for me in a way where like, I think Infinite Jest has its footnotes because David Foster Wallace was like, this is an important piece of lore or a fun aside, but it would interrupt the flow of what's going on right here in the mainline series. The thing about Infinite Jest is it is a Netflix series before Netflix was even a thing, because David Foster Wallace was big on the idea of like entertainments and how our entertainments are going to consume us. And within the world of Infinite Jest, there's an on-demand network through which you can order your movies and watch things and teleconference with people. He saw the internet on demand and called his shot, and he was right in a lot of ways. And I think there's an earnestness to Infinite Jest that sometimes gets overlooked. Yeah. Also, Infinite Jest is written by someone who's done drugs and understands like the pitfalls of that. House of Leaves is written by someone who did drugs and is just like, that was cool.
It's like someone who was like, I smoked pot and then I saw a dragon.
Oh man, I'm so edgy. It's like, I don't know, man. THC is pretty much a dad thing now, I think.
Yeah.
I think about, like, in both novels, a dog is killed, and I think about the way it's played in Infinite Jest, where it's rightfully acknowledged as a horrific thing and an inciting thing that has consequences and kind of funnels us towards the end point of the novel. Whereas in House of Leaves, it's a one-off thing that's just meant to be all like, that was shocking and weird. The Funko Pops,
You
yes!
did it! They're gonna kiss.
Yeah, what's the audio?
Yeah, there's audio.
Yeah.
What's up with my hands? Oh, okay, it's an imp of some kind.
Yeah.
Mask for Mask, are you talking about House of Leaves or Infinite Jest? Yeah, seriously, let the imp play. Like,
Let the Barbies kiss.
talking about, like, the hero narrative needs in fascism, it really sucks how little character or little fun they have with the Doomslayer, considering this is supposed to be a bit comedic or tongue-in-cheek or campy.
He just walks around.
Yeah, everybody's just scared of him, and he just kills. Like, it's not like, there's never, like, you never see, like, Buff Boy in swim trunks, or, like, there's not a bubble bath scene, there's not, like, a weird, like, playing, he doesn't even, like, have a playing with his doll scene, it's the imp playing with his dolls. I think of Duke Nukem in the 90s, who is, like, a sexist dude, and there's a lot of dumb, bro-y attitudes perpetuated in Duke Nukem, but they understand that the character is to be laughed at and kind of a doofus.
Yeah, like he is an idiot.
Yeah,
That is part
yeah.
of the
The
joke.
Doomslayer's too insecure to, like, joke about himself in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leaves of Grass, completely different ballpark, and I actually do love Leaves of Grass, which would be good to go on. I had fun doing the poetry stuff with Milton and Dante, but we're gonna go ahead and call it here tonight. I do not know quite yet what movie we're going to be watching Sunday. I will know either tomorrow when we do Shin Megami Tuesdays or Thursday.
It's going to be good either way.
Yeah, now that we've beat Doom Eternal and we're going home, we have some margin of theme to work with here as we plan where to go next. But as the October season draws near, I think it's going to get a little scary in a good way, in a fun way, in an exciting way.
An awesome Ask for Mass, thank you. And Bounce House, thank you for
Yeah,
stopping
thank
by.
you, Bounce House. So we're going to go ahead and check out for now. Once again, this is TECHNOPOVERTY. We're here every Monday and Thursday at 7:30 p.m., Shin Megami Tuesdays at 3, Movies Sundays at 7 on our Discord. You can always check our links, give us a follow. Yeah. Check out our YouTube. Some of our older runs are now off of Twitch. The VODs have expired, and I mean, throughout this summer we've been referencing the Merengue Generation, JSRF, some Maximo shit. All that stuff's archived over on the YouTube channel, and I think if the YouTube channel gets big enough, I might start doing, like, more serious, like, curated or edited video essay style stuff. In particular, the Paradise Lost talk. The Paradise Lost run, the Doom Eternal run, and the Jet Set Radio Future run really stimulated some very specific parts of my brain and knowledge I like. And as I was reading through those ones, I was taking extensive notes. So I just have all the pre-production work done in Google Docs.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you can just like redo it.
So
Hell yeah.
I think if I get some free time and the YouTube starts picking up momentum, I might try to do some sort of curated thing that makes use of what we talk about here in the lab, so to speak.
Yes.
Subway Surfers, but JSR and Discourse. But yeah, y'all have a chill night. We will see you tomorrow. Take care.
Rest easy. Forehead kisses.